I think we're live.
Right on.
I'm gonna go get my beer.
I'm gonna drink some Dragon Fruit Bacardi because I don't feel good
I
tonight.
still have that because you don't feel good tonight.
That's right. I need something to take the edge off.
I've been doing beer. I accidentally ate some moldy bread and I've been feeling awful because of it.
That's
Well,
disgusting. BRB.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I eat moldy bread all the time. I never have any problems with it.
You've just built up the immunity to it.
I'm immune to, what is that, penicillin?
That's one of them. There's a few different types of molds that can grow on breads because some variants of bread use the mold for the flavor.
Like sourdough?
Yeah, like sourdough.
I was looking, it's funny that we're talking about this because last night I was looking on eBay and there was a random advertisement for sourdough.
Like
And the starter. It's
the
called
starter. Yeah.
starter. Yeah. So it was this like, and it was, I don't even know why it popped up. I certainly wasn't looking for that, but there it was down in the corner. And it was like this can that just had this mountain of ooze bubbling out of it. So I looked it up and it's like, it said it was over 100 years old and the family had been cultivating it.
Wow. They were willing to part with some of it because
Yeah.
if you get a little bit of it, you can grow it yourself and just continually make sourdough. You got some more rapturous.
Last one.
Is that
Rambunctious.
is that the cranberry one or is that the raspberry one?
Raspberry. It's like the only sour I could find at Kroger 3 weeks ago.
Sours are hard to find.
Yeah.
Only a few local places make them. Three Taverns is one.
I wish Reformation would make one more than
They kind of their closest one is that raspberry lemonade beer that they make.
Is that the anime one?
I think so. I think so.
That one was good.
They seem to Reformation seems to love their IPAs though.
Yep, and they're really good.
I'm not that big into IPAs, but I liked Han Brolo. It's pretty good.
Han Brolo, that's funny.
Yeah.
Did somebody post? Oh no,
That was me going, "Hey D, where are you?"
I did the same thing just a second ago.
Did you actually text her though?
No, I don't. No.
I hit
just
her up on
clicked it.
Facebook.
How hard is it? Every Monday.
Monday.
The same day we do it every week.
Oh, I'm gonna spam poop emojis at her.
Still want to get us all together and play some Rust.
I mean, Scott, do
I
you
don't
have
think-
Rust?
I don't know what Rust is. Is that
Then you don't. All right.
is Rust like Risk of Rain?
No. This is what I'm
No.
spamming her with.
You start out on Rust. You start out naked on the shore, and you have
so
to
it's
go.
like so it's a crafting survival. Is what you're saying?
It sure is, but it's extremely
can't-
PvP oriented.
I can't do that. Those games just frustrate me to where I get so upset when I play those games.
They're fun if you have other people to play with. If you're playing solo, it's very hard to make any real leeway.
All right, Jeff. When you and me were playing Fortnite, how upset was I getting with us playing?
That's because that game sucks. Let's play this instead.
Yeah, Fortnite is totally different. You can, I mean,
Seriously, can we play some Minecraft?
I'll play Minecraft.
I've got it. I have it on the computer. It has crossplay, right?
Yeah, it does. I've only got it on the Switch.
I mean, if we do a server,
Hold on.
we should all be able to play. I don't know how to do a Minecraft server though.
Hold on. I gotta let me establish the account on the Switch. I have to link it to my Microsoft account. And I
Right.
did that.
Honestly, the easiest way to do a server is to just pay for one.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
That really is, because otherwise, like, if you don't, it's a convoluted process to do it.
I believe it.
Okay. Let me open a new tab that I'm not streaming to. Okay. Still streaming to it. Boop. There we go.
Hold on, just a second.
AKA MS.
Yeah, I've had Minecraft since like alpha.
Yeah, I had the alpha version. I can't log into it on PC anymore. Like I cannot find my account.
Really?
And I spent more time than I care to admit.
Yeah, trying to
get it back.
Yeah. Oof.
AKA. And so I picked up the Switch version
Well,
this
at least you
week.
get those neat
The Mario stuff.
skins and stuff.
I would rather not have paid $30 more.
Well, how much did you pay for it in alpha? It was super cheap. I paid like $10.
Yeah, I paid like $10. It says I can now close this window. Okay. Sign in. Alright, I'm signed in. I did it. We did it, Reddit.
We did a Reddit.
Alright, well, that's set up at least. Oh, backwards. Ba-da-da-da. I think it's time for another wave of poop emojis.
Mm-hmm. It's not that hard. We play at the same time every week.
I know. Oh, it's not cinnamon anymore. I might have
Really?
reached my max poop emoji spamming.
Just do it in Discord.
Do we have a poop emoji?
I think a poop emoji is poo. Yep.
Found it. Let me copy it.
Copy paste. I'm gonna delete mine. Yes.
It says I'm sending too many. I need to enter the chill zone.
Oh God.
It's
You
my
sound like-
fucking server. Let's see if Facebook has whitelisted me again. Nope.
Whitelisted you for what?
It won't send the poop emojis anymore on Facebook.
Oh, you were doing that through Facebook. I see.
Oh, we're back.
We're back.
Ba, 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 ba.
So Jeff and I have been doing Heroes of Hammerwatch. It's a lot of fun.
That is that single player?
No, it is multiplayer. It's online multiplayer.
Oh, that's
Like you can play single player, but it's a lot more fun when you have more people.
right. Heroes of Hammerwatch. It's not on sale right now, is it?
On Steam, it should be like $7.
I have positivity. No, festivity. Heroes of Caps Lock. Yeah, it's 40% off right now, and it's got a bunch of DLC.
I bought the DLC just because I'll eventually play it, but you don't need it if you don't want. Because one of the DLC is a new class, and the other DLC I believe is like some kind of Colosseum kind of stuff.
Man,
It's called the Pyramid.
I'd rather play Minecraft than pick up another game
Understandable.
or Destiny. We haven't played Destiny in a while.
You know what? We haven't, have we? Holidays just kind of got in the way of all that.
When was the last time I played Destiny? Before we go and blame it on the holidays.
That's a good question. I don't know the last time I played Destiny.
Destiny 2, November 23rd. So yeah,
Yep.
Yep.
Holidays!
Blame it on the holidays.
So there's a new Dragon Ball game coming out in
Kakarot.
January. I'm gonna get that. It looks
Dude,
awesome.
It looks so fucking good. And it's
It
all
looks-
of like, it's from Raditz to Boo.
Yeah, it's all of Z. So
I'm like, damn.
yeah, it's everything. It's everything in Z. And then Also, on top of the Monster Manual, my parents also got me Dragon Ball Z Kai Season 2.
I've got a video for that. Hold on. Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Is this something Team 4 Star?
It
Coverage abroad
absolutely
with-
is. They only did like 4 episodes of it. I caught that, Frodin.
Alien. I'm an alien. Am I an alien? Probably.
If a traveler
This is a parody. Buy the fucking show!
Trying to find something to drink, couldn't.
I'm posting all the Dragon Ball Z Kai
Again.
abridged episodes.
And tonight,
Because there's 4 of them.
Because it's abridged.
Yep.
It's Dragon Ball Z Kai, which is already pretty lean cut. So Team 4 Star comes to AWA every year.
That's because they should. That is their fan base.
Yeah, I've never actually really watched that much of Team 4 Star stuff.
They're so let's see. They're doing Dragon Ball Z abridged, and they're starting the Buu Saga sometime next year, maybe.
Yeah.
And they also do this thing called Final Fantasy VII Machine Abridged.
Okay.
So they take the Final Fantasy VII game
Yeah.
and make it an abridged story,
Right on.
which was pretty funny for the first couple episodes. I never really got into it because 7 is just its own wonky thing. But
Scott's never played Final Fantasy VII.
Nope. Can't say I ever have.
then you missed out on a confusing story that made no
No,
damn sense.
I totally have. Come on.
I was just kidding.
I have played I have played Final Fantasy VII more times than you can probably imagine.
I don't want to imagine playing Final Fantasy VII more.
Well, when you're in middle school, when the game comes out,
and you don't have any other games,
and
or
you don't
it's
have any
just
other games, and that was the game you got for
and
Christmas
it
one
takes up
year.
4 fucking discs because of reasons.
No one's here in the next minute. We're just gonna start playing
What are we gonna start playing?
D&D.
All right.
Because Brett is legitimately out and D is non-responsive.
So it's me and Jeff and the Ranger,
And the Ranger.
and that's
Which
it.
ranger?
Don't worry, it'll work out.
I'm sure. I have no concerns.
Come here. Look.
Maybe there's Windows drivers for it. Maybe. What is the DSP?
I do believe it's time to start.
Oh, I'm concerned. I've gotten to a different website. Never mind. I thought it was going to be something much worse.
All right. Well, last time on D&D,
Is that the name of the game we're playing?
Currently,
Is
this
it a
actually
game?
this is
This is
actually
real life.
Pathfinder. This is Pathfinder.
This is real life. This isn't a game.
Pathfinder 2.5 edition.
So the last time, the party worked their way through the forest with the help of Edwin, the ranger, on Armin's behalf to hunt down the doppelganger that the rangers said that they had seen wandering through the forest. After defeating several kobolds and a coven of hags led by a satyr, they find themselves in front of a ruined keep deep within the forest.
We found it. Let me crack open my spells because I want to cast something.
What manner of keep is this that we are approaching?
It just looks like a. I mean, from the outside, it just looks like a rundown old, small castle. It's not on the big side, but it's not too terribly small either.
It's an
What can our
abandoned castle?
ranger?
What's that?
It's an
What's that?
abandoned castle.
Abandoned. Like
Okay.
it's run down. Trees are growing. You can see. Trees are too close to the edges, so people definitely haven't been keeping up with it. There's no roof on it, basically.
Okay. What can
But
our
the
ranger
walls-
tell us about the history of this place?
Well, the ranger Edwin chimes in that, he has heard some of the other rangers talk about this before, but this is his first time actually seeing it. Basically, he's heard tales that, of course, there's treasure hidden down there, but no one ever actually goes in to look for it because why waste the time? All that kind of stuff.
Now this does, as Armin, this does not compute. There is treasure to be had. Why waste our time? What the
Potentially,
hell?
we
kind of
don't
ranger is
we don't
this
know.
guy?
It would take. Edwin says
It would take minutes for me
it
to
would
find
take
this
more,
treasure.
it would take more resources than we're willing to commit to search the keep to find anything. So it's ruined in the forest.
Well, I guess we're gonna loot this castle because that's my thing.
That's your thing.
How tall? How many stories is the castle?
Well, from the outside, it is one level.
There's one level. Okay, we can see one level of outside.
Yes.
Okay. I was really, really hoping we would have Miss Ninja runs on walls with us because I had brainstormed this great idea of us attacking from above. But I don't think it's worth it without her.
Tabitha looks not Tabitha, but Yolanda looks very uninterested. She's just kind of looking around right now.
Her eyes are just blank.
She's kind of glazed over now that you're after defeating that coven of hags. The previous night, she's just seems out of it.
Did my ceremony break her?
It may have had some magical effect on her that she is not quite recovered from.
Okay, Edwin, you hang out here with Miss Angry Pants, Evil Pants, Neutral
Miss
Pants.
Angry Evil Pants. Hafen chimes in that he'll take watch over Yolanda. So Edwin is going to join the party as you search the keep because he wants to see it for himself.
Excellent. And we also have I keep forgetting that Jeff is basically an army on his own.
Right. He's got his two sidekicks. So you're a party of 5 going in still.
Does the door look open?
Alex.
Alex
Does
is
the
not
door
in
look
the
open?
dungeon.
I mean, the door looks slightly dilapidated, so it you can always try to open it.
Can I want to investigate the door to
Okay.
see if I want to specifically note if someone has come and gone recently.
Okay, well, give me an investigation roll on that.
That is not my strong suit, but
Not your strong suit, but
let's there's that. Oh, that's investigation. Sorry. Well, it doesn't
or
matter. It's the same.
it's the same. All right, you can tell that the door has been opened and closed very recently.
Can I tell what opened the door?
I mean, you can, as it stands, you can tell that it has been open and closed recently. There is a line on the floor to where the door has swung open and come back, and it hasn't had time for dust or foliage from the surrounding trees to cover it again. But it is very clear that the door has swept open a path.
Okay, so my nemesis is somebody has come and gone, and we think it's the doppelganger, and there's treasure in there anyway. So even if it wasn't the doppelganger, we were gonna go in there. Are there any windows on like the north or south?
There are a couple of arrow slit windows. There's two. There's two on the north side here that you can kind of see, and then the same amount on the south side here.
Okay. I think Sir Istval probably knows a little bit more about castles than I do. What do you think? Should we just barge in like we own the place? Because I'm feeling like that's gonna be what I do.
I would like to use my castle craft skill.
Oh,
Okay.
That's fun. What does that do?
Yeah. Well, it gives me a rough knowledge of castle architecture just from a glance.
Sure. Give me a roll on your castle ability.
It would be a survival check.
Is this a real thing?
No.
Survival check. Sure, it is.
It would have been a better history check, I think.
Well, history is -1. How about insight?
How about you already rolled a 22? Shut your mouth.
So on a survival check, looking at the keep from what you can see on the east or the western side of it, the castle, it seems pretty, abandoned. It looks like though that it's holding up tight, and if anything were inside, it seems like that it would have survival ability. You'd be able to sleep the night, barring any encounters with anything.
He also rolled a 20 insight check. Does the castle look trustworthy?
It looks like a castle.
All right. Well, that's one. Can our ranger do a little bit of investigation? Maybe
Nah,
use...
we don't need him. Let's bust open this door.
No, perception. I got a 23.
Well, I didn't ask for a perception roll.
I want to look at the ground to see what's going inside. Are there any tracks?
We already
You
Signs
kick,
of
the,
life?
you kick the rock at your feet, and you stub your toe, taking 1 damage.
God damn it.
I already investigated. We know that someone is coming there recently.
Can we tell what is coming? What kind of animal? Like, is it like
How would you like to
footprints?
footprints? Okay.
Sign. Animal
Okay.
sign.
So give me another. Jeff, give me an investigation roll.
Elephants.
You see, you see that the door has been opened and closed, and you see footprints, but you can't quite discern what they are.
Okay.
We're going in there regardless.
I'd just like to go prepared if I can. Sir is well satisfied.
You want to go first then? As I walk through the door.
I'm going to listen at the door. Do I hear
Okay.
any sounds?
Give me a perception. You hear some odd sounds coming from the distance, but you can't, you hear just kind of thumping and a little bit of what sounds like a struggle, and that's really about it.
They're making love.
And they're struggling at it.
Thumping, making noise, struggling. It's got to be what that is.
What do you hear, Sir Istval?
Love making.
I kick the door open.
Vigorous love making.
The door just flies open,
I can't control my token.
and really, you're like the only one, I swear.
It's because I think it's because I'm a DM. Or, I mean,
Probably. Yeah.
I've
So
kicked
just
the door in.
So you've kicked the door in. It immediately opens to a foyer. You see several crates and barrels sitting around with some stone columns that run down the center to some doors on the far eastern side of the room. There's a door that leads to the north and a door that leads to the south. But otherwise, there seems to be nothing else going on within the room. Which one can you not control, Sean?
The one to the left.
This one right here?
Yeah.
So
one I just
destroy
looted?
the old one, yeah.
Do the barrels look dilapidated? Or do they look fresh?
It's a mixture. Some of them look like they're rotting. Others look a-okay.
Let's I want to investigate the fresh barrels
Okay.
for contents.
All right. So you open up Do you open up any of the barrels?
I open up all the barrels.
You open
Any
up
of the good
all the
ones.
barrels.
One
So,
at a time
you know,
until one blows up in my face.
one at a time. Give me a constitution. No.
I will. I have no concerns about this.
You open up several of the fresh barrels, and you find just kind of random pieces of, rotting organic material, some, apples, potatoes, stuff that's been sitting there a little bit too long, and they're no good to use, but you can still recognize them.
Okay. Same thing with the crates.
Yeah, same thing with the crates.
Okay.
So it looks like supplies that were brought in, but they've been sitting a little too long, and they're no longer any good.
Okay. So whoever came in here unprepared and came to to soiled goods.
But in
Now,
the
again,
final,
someone drew a barrel in the corner there.
It wasn't me. Do I need
Yeah, it
to
wasn't you.
investigate this barrel?
No. So, like I said, you've got double doors to the east, and you've got a door to the north and a door to the south.
So first of all, have you used your devil sensing abilities?
I was about to.
Sense all the devils.
Since
How
all
many
the-
devils are in range? I'm grunting. My face is turning red from the sheer exertion. What do I find?
So let's move your tokens in with you. These two will stand out here. You're doing divine sense, basically.
Mhm.
So you detected some evil, but as you were detecting the evil, it just disappears.
Do we get a direction?
Yeah, for Sir Eastaval, you felt it behind the double doors to the east.
Double doors to the east, huh?
Yeah.
That would be these ones? Is that correct?
That's
No,
the
no.
north.
That's the north. The double doors over here.
Oh, I see him. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, it's all good.
It looked like a wall.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I saw
tried to-
I saw the torch and no, it's okay. I just saw
Oh,
the
yeah.
torch and I didn't even think that there was like a set of doors.
Understandable.
So there's evil
was
afoot behind this wall.
Sir Eastaval announces to the party there are sinister forces making movement.
Are they the ones making love?
I can
Unsuccessfully?
hear the rhythmic thumping from the next room.
Okay, well I kicked the door open.
You kick the door open. All right.
Oh, thank you for moving my companions.
Oh, yeah. I'm just kind of manually revealing areas here. You kick the doors open, and you see in front of you on the far end of the room, you see 3 dead hags on the ground, and you see an evoker standing over one of them. He notices your presence, and he turns around, and he says, visitors, welcome.
Hail and well met, wizard.
I didn't send for any reinforcements. What brings you to this deep, dark part of the forest?
We're hunting.
Hunting? Well, very clearly I have cleared out the threat in
No, we're hunting
this.
something else.
I see. What are you hunting?
I'm concerned that he might be the bad guy because this is doppelganger shit. Great.
So maybe take a moment to think about your next
I am.
lines of dialogue.
Like, I've got fire in my hand, but he's not absolutely a bad guy yet.
Well, Sir Eastaval walks forward and says, I see that you've killed the hags. My companion, what he's trying to say is that we are looking for the satyr that was accompanying them.
A satyr in the forest? That's common fare. There are dozens of them, dozens if not hundreds of them out in a forest like this.
Indeed, but this particular one has taken an item of importance to us.
What kind of item would that be?
An amulet.
An amulet. Well, it just so happens that I was contracted by the local Rangers Guild to defeat a coven of hags here in the forest.
Is that true, Edwin?
Edwin, well, Edwin's in the other room. Let's bring Edwin forward. Edwin says, "Ah, yes, Uras. Uras, it's good to see that you have taken care of the contract that was put out."
I know.
Hoorah.
Edwin's like, is this guy legit? For real?
Ah, yes, he's an evocation wizard. We were having a problem with hags in the forest, and we sent him out to take care of several covens that we've seen recently, kind of appearing throughout the forest. As you can see, I see 3 dead ones here, so he's taking care of one of them at least. Uras, is this all you have done? Uras turns to the party and says, "This is the only one that I've seen so far, but I have felt that there are others, potentially more nearby."
How do you feel them?
Well,
What kind of magic is this?
it's magic.
I'm just curious what kind of magic it is you use to feel the presence of others. This is of interest to me.
It doesn't matter how I feel them, I just do.
Hmm. Okay, so here's the problem, Jeff. I don't know if this is meta.
Well, you can say it and I'll tell you.
But I know that the changeling was an eldritch fighter, so he would know evocation magic.
I would assume that I would know this as well.
Ye-
I mean, I'm sure it got mentioned at least once or twice.
Well, that's
One
the thing.
one would assume that you have conveyed this information to each other at some point.
Right. Like in one of our long rests when we were talking about the upcoming, struggle or whatever.
So, I have concerns about any wizard because they might be him. Just especially an evocation wizard.
That's understandable.
I'm gonna pop another divine sense.
Okay.
What do I sense?
You sense... Dramatic pause.
Great evil.
Great.
Neutral evil. Lesser evil.
You feel a lawful aura coming off of this wizard.
Lawful?
Lawful evil.
Evil is a he appears lawful.
You feel a lawful neutral feeling coming off of this. He doesn't lean one way or the other. He was hired for a contract. He's done. He's fulfilled his contract,
Okay.
or part of it at least.
Well, then I feel a little bit more comfortable with him. All right, so if that's the case, I guess he kind of checks out. I'm going to walk forward a little bit more and say, the actual reason that we are out here in the middle of the forest is
You're
that
gonna
we are
admit that we lied already?
I am. So just to be upfront with you, we are actually looking for a doppelganger.
Oh, I see, Aura says. That sounds like a very interesting pursuit. Would you mind if I joined you in this?
I guess I'm going to look back at the party and be like, what y'all think?
I don't think so. No, I don't
Let's get-
trust anybody that uses the same kind of magic that bastard did.
I'm circling him. I'm sniffing the air around him like a...
Maybe we should be like setting up to flank him.
All right, let's do it.
Were you standing on the table for a second there?
Yeah, I climbed over the table. I'm intently looking at him, and I'm just like staring him down and walking over the table.
So Edwin steps forward, but what I don't understand. You were looking for this doppelganger, which I am helping you doing. I specifically contracted out Uras here to hunt down some hags. There's no way that they could be one and the same.
Who says this?
Edwin.
The ranger?
Well,
The
that
ranger.
doppelganger can take many forms. He might have killed your wizard already and has replaced him in front of us. And I do not lose eye contact with the wizard while I say this.
The only way to know for sure is to skin him.
Right. It's just to kill him.
Doesn't have to be the whole thing, just part, at least half.
So what does the party do?
I think we should allow him to join us.
You think you should allow him to join?
Yeah, he offered to join us, did he not?
I have a
He
question.
did. Okay.
If someone fails a saving throw of a spell I cast or succeeds, I know, right? I would know if they succeed or pass.
It depends on the spell.
So my question specifically is, if I cast Zone of Truth on him and he fails his saving throw, will I know?
Yes.
Okay. And because it's a spell, he can choose to fail it willingly.
He's an evocation wizard, so no.
He can. I'm under the impression you can always choose to fail a saving throw.
Well, if you're asking that, you're attempting to metagame the throw. So
I'm,
you're just
I'm
gonna.
not going to metagame the throw. I'm going to be like, hey, I want to trust you, Mr. Wizard. But I can't because of circumstances that you don't really need to know right this second. But I would like to cast a spell on you. It should be familiar to you, Zone of Truth. It's very simple. It means you cannot tell lies. And I will ask you a few questions to determine if you're telling the truth.
Can you choose to fail a saving throw?
I think so, yeah. You want me to post the chat, or I can?
If you've
Google
got
it.
if you've got a direct link to it right now,
Well, I've got Zone of Truth.
right?
On a failed save, with the blah blah blah, an affected creature is aware of the spell and thus avoid answering. Blah blah blah. Okay, and then let me see. 5e, choose to fail saving throw. No rule lets you opt out of a save. As a DM, I might allow it, assuming you aren't incapacitated or dominated. Willingly failing a saving throw is a house rule that the designers are okay with, but is a house rule.
I'm not okay with that. Everybody has to roll for this kind of thing.
Okay.
So going into that knowing that he would have to, his character would have to roll against it. Never assume from me. Never assume that they automatically choose to opt out of a saving throw.
Well, that is what I want. What I'm asking is, Armin is specifically asking this wizard to get into the spell so that we know he's telling the truth.
Oh yeah, he absolutely. Uros is just like, please, I have nothing to hide.
So, but he will not fail this, or we still have to roll for that.
Yes.
Okay.
So what do I need to roll?
It's a charisma saving throw.
It's a charisma saving throw.
Everyone within a 15-foot radius. So, I don't know what 15 feet is. It's like that.
Charisma saving throw, huh?
Yeah, so just the wizard and
Was that 15?
that's 25. That's 25. Well, yeah, no, that's right. 15-foot radius, so 15 foot from the center. So yes,
Okay, so just me and the
just you and the wizard.
doodad.
And I have to make a what's my DC on that?
17.
17. Okay.
Oh, let me see how I do.
Wisdom. Okay.
Oh. Oh. All right.
No, I have to make the roll, right?
Everyone
Oh, okay.
has to make the roll within that radius. So
Okay.
I have to tell the truth.
Okay. So
So does he succeed?
he fails. So he tells the truth. Everything coming from him from this point on, within the sphere until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time, blah blah blah. So until he leaves this zone, everything is the truth.
Okay. I ask him, "Are you the doppelganger?"
Absolutely not.
Are you a changeling?
Hoorah. Absolutely not.
Have
I'm an
you-
evocation wizard.
Have you killed me?
No.
Have you ever been to Daggerford? That's the name of that city, right?
I've been there plenty of times, but I don't know who you are or why you're asking me all these questions.
Do you know that it's not there anymore?
I haven't been there in over a month. It's not there anymore?
It's not there anymore.
Are you sure?
Yes. Armin is absolutely sure that that is the case.
Okay. All right. Well, that's very discerning to hear. It's not. What happened?
A bunch of dragons on a castle brought down hell and killed everything and leveled the place.
That is. Were they metallic dragons?
I don't remember.
The answer is yes. The answer is yes.
Yes. They were metallic dragons.
The chromatic are good, the metallic are bad,
Yeah.
or it's the other way around.
They were bad because they were trying to, raise towns. Also, Waterdeep's no longer there. When was the last time you were in Waterdeep?
It has been many a month since I visited Waterdeep.
Okay, well, it's in the same
This
state.
is very concerning. Are you sure? To tell me that there are two cities that are two. Waterdeep is a very big city, and you're telling me that it is no longer there.
It is a crater.
You've seen this.
I don't know. Has Armin seen this?
Technically, no.
I have not seen this, but I know it to be true.
This is very concerning. I will have to check this out once we leave this place.
Does
you have
knowing
any-
this information make you need to leave sooner?
Well, we are on the very northern edge of the Misty Forest.
If you need to make haste now, you can.
I have no reason to make haste, but I would like to check it out on my own time. I still would like to help you find this doppelganger, if there is one here. They are very crafty creatures. They cannot live under my watch.
I am also affected by this spell currently. Do you have any questions for me that you would like to know the truth of?
Why are you hunting down a specific doppelganger?
He killed me, took all my stuff, and then sent most of... Jeff really needs to be here. Of
Yeah.
this man's family to die at the hands of trolls.
Well, I assume that you have made it out since you are all standing here.
Yes, except I died.
You died, but you are here.
Yes. Because magic.
Well, of course, I am a wizard. I understand these things.
I would hope so.
So, shall we be off to hunt us down a doppelganger?
Yes. I think we should split up.
Split up.
I think we will cover more ground if we split up,
Okay.
and it'll make for a more interesting story. I really just need Jeff to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Edwin, you and the... Is there any doors in this room?
No, everything that you see is what you see.
Okay.
So you see the 6 statues along the wall on the northern and southern end. You see kind of a dragon throne on the eastern edge, some stairs, a little walkway that elevates itself above the middle courtyard by about, 3 to 5 feet. A couple tables in the center of the room, but, it overall looks very abandoned. Looks like nothing has really been here in a while.
Okay, and that's all flowers on the floor, not gold, right?
Yes, that's just kind of overgrown foliage that's just kind of started creeping into the castle.
Okay. Because if it was gold,
Well, this is more of a keep than a castle.
does that matter? There's treasure everywhere.
Well, I mean, size matters when you describe a keep to a castle, because a keep is just a tiny castle by comparison.
So here's what I want to do.
Okay.
Assuming Jeff agrees with me, I want to send Edward and the wizard off to do their own thing
Okay.
on either the north or the south part of the
Sure.
castle.
Sure.
And I want me and the real players, or me and the sidekicks and Jeff, to go in a different direction.
Okay. Sure, yeah. I mean,
I
you've
don't-
got your north and your south door. That's
Right.
totally fine.
Like if the
Yeah.
wizard has taken out what appears to be a coven of hags by himself, I don't think he needs as much firepower as we do,
Right.
and we would cover more ground going both directions, assuming
Sure.
there's not an escape hatch that this guy can get out of.
Right. While we're waiting around Jeff to get back, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
Don't know where Jeff ran off to.
Missing in action.
The theme of the night,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
If he's not here to object, then the plan goes forward.
I'm sure he would not object to that. Yeah, we're just gonna roll with it since he just kind of ran off. All right. That's the case. I'll move you guys back over here. So what would you like to what would you like to tell the wizard and Edwin?
Edwin, you and Uros, y'all head north. We're gonna head south. If you have a problem, blow things up real loud, and we'll know to come running.
Right. Okay. He's back. All right.
Okay, sorry.
Let's try that again.
That's it.
So
Here's the
No more
plan.
instructions.
Here's the plan, First of all. We're gonna send Edwin and the wizard to the northern passage in the previous room. We're gonna go in the southern passage, and if we have problems, blow things up real loud, and we'll reconvene.
I like it. I like that idea.
excellent. Okay. Go ahead and move yourselves. So you're gonna go through the southern door here. Let me reveal to you the areas.
Should we fling open each door at the same time? Be like, "Hoocha!"
Well, no, because you're going through the southern door.
I trust them. They got it.
Yeah, you trust us. We got it. So you go as as Saristoval and Armin approach the southern door. They open the door with no issue, and appears to them another room filled with crates and barrels and stuff like that. There are some torches that are lit on the wall. They are very obviously freshly lit, so that signifies to the to those two that something has been here recently. There are some papers and some other things scattered among the two desks that are sitting on the desks.
Some soul gems.
You see a couple of gems and stuff sitting on the table.
I beeline it for the gems.
You
Like-
beeline it for the
Like,
gems.
straight up, don't even stop. I'm like, there's treasure. I'm gonna get it.
Treasure.
So, do I need to roll a saving throw yet?
No. You don't need to roll one yet until you tell me if you want to do anything.
Well, I'm going to immediately try to grab one of the crystals
Okay. Upon picking them up,
or jewels.
sorry, let me find the appropriate page here.
And all it is a dexterity saving throw, and fireball happens.
I need both of you to roll me Constitution saving throws. No. Hang on, sorry.
I'm okay at that stuff.
I should have had this book out and open already. Okay. Roll me a d12.
Both of us.
No, just Sean, since he picked it up. You rolled an 8. The gem that you picked up is an onyx, gemstone. It is opaque bands of black and white within it. You immediately recognize what it is.
Is there more gems?
Yeah, there's a few laying on there. They all seem to be like onyx and
Okay, I don't care what they look like. I'm shoveling them all into my bag.
just
Yep.
okay.
I'll figure out how much. We can
Sure.
figure out price later.
Yeah, sure. That's all good.
Unless they're a booby trap, then I'm fucked. Or I've got basically what equates to like a rocket pack.
Right. Okay. Will you do anything else in the room? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me reveal this because of where you're standing.
So I immediately saddle all the stuff in, and then I look to the left, and I'm like, oh, I found the way to the next treasure. Jeff, do you want anything in this room?
Well, what's on the other desk?
You see some papers down. They look like ledger papers. They don't look recognizable to anything that you've seen lately. Since it's an abandoned keep in the northern end of the forest.
There's nothing of any note or
Nothing of really any note. It's just some
Bunch
stuff
of
scribbled
bullshit.
on some paper. It's nothing of real interest.
What about this shelf with the rings on it?
Well, those are cups. Those are just empty, brass cups sitting on a shelf.
There's no keys hidden under any of them. No secret handles that open a magic door.
No.
You
Nothing
pull on every
like that.
single one of them until something opens up. And if something doesn't open up, the last one you pull open, I'll fireball the wall and make something open up.
There you go. But no, yeah, it's just a bunch of empty cups sitting on a shelf.
Then no, I guess there's nothing. I mean, I'm gonna do a general investigation check. How's that?
Sure.
What do I find?
You notice that the barrel that is sitting right here,
Has a foul odor coming from it.
it has a very alcoholic odor coming from it.
It's like a decaying human body is inside.
There's booze in this barrel.
Like ghosts? Just kidding.
Well, if you drink enough, you might see ghosts.
My God, it's let's see. It is. What kind of alcohol is it?
Ghost ale.
That is dwarven moonshine.
I can't even believe it. Is this a dwarven keep?
We have no way of knowing that.
You have no way. Yeah, it's true. You have no way of knowing.
Hmm. And those are stairs over there?
Yes, they look like stairs that lead downwards, and then stairs that lead northwards, but further downwards into blackness.
I gesture to Peyton. Come over here and pick this up.
Great. Drink your fill.
No. He doesn't need to drink his fill. He just needs to carry it for us.
Chug.
Carry it. Why not just have your two other PCs hold it while outside the keep?
That's a good idea.
Or do you not trust them?
They're not here. I can't not trust them. I'm sure they would do anything I'm sure anything they would do would be in character, and we would deserve it if it happened to us. So yeah,
If you leave it with Yolanda, she may start drinking it.
that's not bad for anyone but Hafen. You want to drag the barrel out, Jeff, or you want to take a swig? You're the
I
one
do not
with the
want-
vice.
I don't want to take a swig.
Are you sure you
Yeah,
don't want to take
it's a vice, but it's not. I'm not like obsessed with alcohol. I'm not a booze hound. I smell the alcohol, and all of a sudden I'm sour.
Are you sure?
I drop my weapons and fall to my knees, trying to lap it up off the
Praise
ground.
liquor.
No, what I'm gonna do with the alcohol is I'm gonna position it over by the stairs. I'm gonna
Okay.
move it
Ooh,
right
I like,
here.
I like this.
Okay. All right.
And then
What do you do?
Nothing as of yet,
Okay.
but I'm gonna leave Peyton up here at the top with instructions that if something goes sideways, kick that barrel down the steps.
All right, Kevin McAllister.
That's right. We're going full Home Alone style. Only
Fair enough.
these traps are fatal instead of being, Although I feel like those two bandits must be some sort of supernatural creatures. It would make a lot more sense.
What two bandits?
From Home
The
Alone.
wet bandits.
The
Yeah.
wet bandits.
Oh, yeah.
They're probably supernatural. They're some sort of spirits or goblins or something that are trying to bedevil that poor child.
Knowing that you want to leave this thing, we should. Do you have torches?
Peyton has a torch.
Peyton,
I
I would
just
love
handed
for you
him.
to hand me a torch.
I'm going to hand him another torch.
Okay.
Take two.
So I have a torch and Peyton has a torch. If that barrel comes flying down, I'm gonna drop my torch on it.
I'm going to tell him, Peyton, don't do anything unless you hear us give the word.
What's the code word?
What is your command word?
Barbecue.
Barbecue. Okay. Okay. What else would you guys like to do?
Get Tabitha to come with us instead of hanging out.
Yeah, they're hanging out over here, aren't they? We'll just move them down here.
All right. So let's head downstairs with Peyton upstairs, ready to kick
Is
the
Tabitha
barrel down.
gonna roll with you guys?
I think she should.
Tabitha's always rolling with us. Actually, yeah, Tabitha's going to roll with us.
Seeing how she's rolled before, she's got to roll with us.
She's part of the A team. Peyton's
Right,
part
okay.
of the
B team.
stand at the top of the stairs team.
Yeah. Okay.
Not even the B team.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. All right. So you guys are going to descend down the stairs.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let's move to
Map 2.
map 2.
Ooh.
As you move your way down the stairs, you notice at the you come into like a small room. Let me go to that so you can move your character. You see Uras and Edwin on the other set of stairs coming down. Ah, it seems that both rooms come to the same
What did we
place.
come into?
And Armin's just thinking to himself, God
Oh.
damn it, I thought I got rid of him. What did we talk about up there?
I don't know. My audio randomly disconnected.
Oh, okay. Everybody basically came down the stairs at the same time.
Okay, I point at the wizard and say, what did we discuss upstairs?
Look, we went through the other room, and these stairs led us here.
What did we discuss in the throne room? This
You
is
tell
a
me.
test.
You tell me.
God damn it. I'm tempted to
We-
just
we-
fireball you.
We split up. I took the north room. The north room had a room full of barrels and a couple of desks, and it had a staircase that led down to the south through here.
You are not
And when I
proving
come-
your identity, describing a room I haven't seen, Mr. Wizard.
You asked me a whole bunch of questions about if I was the doppelganger, and I said no.
Okay, that's it. Also, thanks for telling everyone that we can't see in this room that we're looking for a doppelganger.
You asked me.
God damn it, Mr. Wizard.
Edwin comes in. All right, guys. We've come below the keep. We should keep our cool and just be very careful at what we do.
Should we leave? I don't know if we need to leave Peyton upstairs, seeing this downstairs area now.
All right. So then we're going to call to Peyton.
Don't
Come
say
on
his
down.
command word.
What is Peyton's command word?
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
And then he kicks the barrel.
And then Peyton appears down behind Armin and Sir Eastaval.
Did somebody call for guard?
Oh, you didn't even kick the barrel down, Peyton. You're the worst.
So You see before you come down the stairs. You see that the trail leads a little bit to the east, and you see a couple of sarcophagi embedded into the wall. One of them seems to be kind of broken, and you see a path that starts to lead to the south around the corner.
Getting some Skyrim vibes. I take a step forward, and I guess we just need to follow this path. Do the sarcophagi appear to have anybody inside them?
If you want to go up the broken one, you can see that there is nothing inside of it, but you can always investigate the other one if you would like.
How many corpses are inside?
I investigate the open one.
Okay.
You want me to investigate it? Here's what I do. I open it.
You open it. All right. So you just kind of flip the top up, and it's empty. There's nothing in there.
Well,
and since you have moved into that area, I will give you
a Constitution saving throw.
I will give you to that.
That's worse.
That's worse. That's very much worse. Let me do.
Is this dynamic lighting?
No, I'm revealing areas dynamically, I guess you could say.
You're revealing as we go.
Yeah. So, you see. I figured this might be a little easier. You see, a couple more sarcophagi as the path leads to the south and back to the east around the corner.
I walk down the hallway, glancing at the sarcophagi, making sure there's nothing inside them. They appear to be broken, though.
Okay. As you pass this one, I need you to give me a d20 roll.
That's not a saving throw. 13.
13.
Lucky.
You pass by it and nothing happens. So as you walk around the southern corner and look back to the east, you see that the path leads continually east, and you see several more. You see several more sarcophagi as the path leads down to the east and slightly back to the north.
I think there's no reason to stop walking. This one appears to be unbroken. I pop it open.
All right. Roll me a d12. You find several transparent blue gemstones sitting inside of it, and scattered bones, but nothing else in that.
Okay, well, I shovel the gemstones into my bag.
Shovel those 4 gemstones into your bag.
Okay, how many random onyx gems did I pick up?
You found 3.
Okay. I'm gonna be working on the Infinity Gauntlet soon.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Keep it rolling all the way down to the
keep it rolling. All right.
And I will not peek around the corner. I will walk out and look straight ahead.
You're just gonna look. You see a door in front of you.
I yell down the hallway since no one else is following us. I found a door.
So. Find a door that leads to the north. It is shut. What would you like to do?
Have the rest of the party join me.
Let's have the rest of the party. So they're all behind, and they're all behind.
Here's my plan. Mr. Wizard.
Yes.
Mr. Wizard.
I would like you to prepare a spell to fling at the first bad guy you see when I throw this door open.
Excellent. I think I can do that.
Edwin, could you do the same with an arrow?
Absolutely.
And I don't know what Tabitha and Peyton can do.
Tabitha can be ready to bum rush the closest enemy.
Okay. Do you think you and Tabitha want to bum rush while I fling the door open?
Yeah, we can do that. And Hafen can stand guard.
Peyton can
Is
watch
he-
the rear.
As he is wont to do.
I think I have a spell for opening doors.
Okay.
Can I use thaumaturgy to? Oh, you instantly cause an unlocked. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna use thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy. Manifest a minor wonder.
At the very bottom, or like halfway down, it says you can open a door that's unlocked.
You can you instantaneously cause an unlocked door or window to fly open or slam shut. Okay, is that what you want to do?
Yes, that is what I want to do.
Sure. Okay.
So-
So the door.
After everyone is prepared and set up to do this.
Okay, so
Cristobal and Tabitha need to be right in front of the doors.
I'm gonna bless the party too.
How long does bless work?
I think it's like 30 minutes, an hour,
3 hours.
10 days,
17,000 years.
forever. It's permanent. You cast
Forever.
it one and done. One and done.
Right, one and done. All right. So
Good
the
spell
doors
lock.
the doors fly open,
Oh, they weren't locked. That's good.
and you immediately find yourself on. You immediately see balcony in front of you. Now, from over the corner of the balcony, before you cross the door threshold, you see the very top of something far away.
Is this the balcony right here?
Yeah.
I want to look down.
So you're going to look down. All right. So you look down. Let me reveal the area to you. As you look over the area in front of you, you notice several skeleton and a minotaur skeleton. All of them immediately trained to you.
I yell out, "Hey guys, I found some undead," and I jump down.
Nope, all of them immediately trained to you. And before you jump down, let me do some stuff.
Okay, I think I have destroy undead still.
Let me do some stuff first.
Can I see these things still? Can I see 'em?
If you know, basically our Armin is kind of called back to what you see.
That's good because I don't have destroy undead anymore.
Wah wah wah. Apparently, I didn't drag and drop. No, where are they? They should be here. Ah, there they are. So the three skeletons that you see immediately turn to you and all fire their short bows.
Oh, that's not good. Hold on, I got a thing. I got a thing. Hold on.
Sure.
As an action, that's not it. Nope, that's not it either. Never mind, I don't have a thing. Continue.
You don't.
Continue killing me.
Sure.
Do I have cover?
Each arrow finds its mark.
Two of the skeletons, the short bow arrows fly over your head and bury themselves into the stone behind you, but one of them connects into your shoulder and you take 8 damage.
Okay. Do I have cover where I am?
You do, which helped you out, but not quite.
Okay.
Um,
We were at a full rest before this, right?
you were, so everything you have is at full. So,
Okay.
in this case, actually, let me see if...
I've reduced my hit points by 8. Oh, it got me with an arrow. But they're undead, so I'm not super concerned.
Yeah, so 2 of the skeletons missed, and 1 of them caught you in the shoulder, and you have taken damage. And go ahead and roll for initiative.
Okay.
Let me clear
Oh,
it all out.
That's the best one I ever rolled.
Roll again, and I'll put that back in.
Where did it go?
You had 18. All right. Sir East of all, go ahead and roll for all your people. 20. All right.
Well, I'm not gonna roll a second one then.
No need to, right?
And then pull them open. Where's it at? I can't ever seem to find out on these pages.
What are you looking for?
Oh, there it is. Tabitha and...
No, you had 6. We're gonna fix that.
Did you get their initiative?
Did you click on them when you rolled them?
I can't. I would have to make new icons. Here, delete those old ones.
Yeah, go ahead and roll them again, and I'll just add it in 13 and 7. So.
Okay.
Danielle just texted me. She's not getting on. Apparently she fell asleep. She messaged me about 8:50.
Okay. So, Peyton is 7. Tabitha is 16. Let's get...
Books.
Click on all of the right stuff. And... Yeah. And all of the skeletons. Let's do it by descending. All right, so the skeletons lead us off. The skeletons, all seeing Armin still at the balcony, all fire their crossbows again.
Where did my initiative go?
What was your initiative?
No, I mean, like, I don't see the initiative anymore. There it is.
Oh, okay. I think I might have turned. If I close it, does it disappear for everybody?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
I guess it's so you can be sneaky and set up initiatives.
I get. Oh, yeah. Well, no, I closed the window, so I still got to figure out how to do GM rolls on stuff. So.
Why is Sir Eastival's initiative 7?
What was it?
It's 20.
20. Fix that then.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. I'm glad you pointed it out.
I was looking like, wait a minute.
wait a second, because you said I don't need a roll again. It's like, why would you not need a roll again on a 7? So the skeletons, after popping off their first shots, all 3 of them follow up with a second shot.
That doesn't make me feel good.
That doesn't make you feel good.
Tell me how not good it makes me feel.
How not good does it make you feel? All of the arrows pierce into the stone all around you, and no arrow connects with you.
That's not bad.
That's how it makes you feel.
Oh,
Next
God,
up,
they're everywhere.
Next up, we have Sir Eastival.
Sir Eastaval is still hung up on that moonshine back there, so he's going to yell back to Peyton, Peyton, run grab the moonshine. How much would you say a barrel of moonshine would weigh?
Well, a barrel is very heavy, so it's probably going to be 100 to 200 pounds.
You think Peyton could get it down here?
Maybe. I think if he rolled it, he could get it down and around, but it would take time.
Okay. Well,
We'll say that he has to use his movement speed for every turn to go to get it and bring it back.
So it'd take like
Okay.
3 rounds.
Yeah.
That's what I'm yelling to Peyton, because he, to be fair, he's not much good in a fight.
Okay.
He's pretty shitty,
We
actually.
need to train him up. We need to spend an entire side quest session just punching
me
him in
just a
the
second.
face until he levels up.
Oh, and I actually did cast Bless, so I blessed you, me, our wizard man, and my sweet sister, Tabitha.
That's a thing.
Is
we
it
can
3?
do.
3 creatures.
Bless is what is bless?
3 creatures of your choice within range. A D4 to the attack roll or saving throw.
Attacker saving throw.
Attack roll or saving throw.
Okay.
And I'm doing that for you, me, and Wizard.
Okay. I was just turning on the modifier so I don't have to roll. Oh, and
Okay.
Jeff, if you want to turn on... Wait, did you cast it on yourself?
I did.
Okay. If you want to... you can adjust your character sheet to, like, have Bless be there full time. If you click on the gear
Oh.
and then go to the
Like-
far right, and then do show global save modifier and global attack modifier.
And that just automatically blesses then?
Yeah, it'll show up on your sheet as default things. You'll see it when you get back to how.
So by
check.
checking those, now I have bless.
Yeah. Well, look.
Oh yeah,
look
I
at your
see it.
character
I
sheet.
see it right there. Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Did you set that up?
I did not. I discovered it this weekend. So if you want to not be blessed, just hit the checkbox and disable it.
Very cool. Okay, sweet.
So, what is Sir Istval gonna do?
Sir Eastaval is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
It's gonna be hard to get in range.
Well, let's see. Is there anything I can do spell-wise? I don't think so. I'm gonna cast Protection from Good and Evil on myself.
You should
Okay.
cast protection from fire on yourself.
All right.
So what does protection from good and evil give you?
Anything that makes. I'll tell you when I post it in the chat.
So you're declaring undead.
Yes.
Disadvantage on attack rolls against you. Okay. Okay, is that your turn?
That's it.
Moving on, it is now Armin's turn.
So I drew a square for fireball. That can't be right. It says 20 feet radius.
20-foot radius. So yes, it is very big.
It hits the entire room.
It hits everything in the room, including Sir Eastaval right now.
I told him he should have cast protect itself
Now
on fire.
that's if you cast it on the center of the room.
Yeah. If I had protection against fire.
Now you can choose to
Yeah, that's
choose
what
the
we're gonna
point.
do right there.
You Okay.
Yeah.
So you're basically casting it
Like,
here, here, basically.
yeah.
Yeah, you're throwing the fireball into the corner.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a 20-foot radius from wherever you drop it, like on a 5-foot square.
Right. So they just all need to make a 17 dex saving throw.
17 dex saving throw.
Yep.
So let me pull up character
And then
sheets.
I will roll left to
Proper. Okay.
right. Or you want me I could just go ahead and roll, right?
If you want to go ahead and roll the damage roll, that's fine. Just roll your so declare which ones you're doing. So from left to right.
Left to right, and then left to right on the bottom row.
Okay, so top one 28, top right, or so the Minotaur is 23, bottom left 37, bottom right 29. If
Yep.
they all fail. Okay,
Yep.
and I need a dex.
Yep, dex.
Okay, and that's a 17, right?
Yep. And I will mark that spell. I was about to light you up, Jeff. I didn't think. I was like,
So-
no corner needed.
All of the skeletons take full damage.
That's great.
So that is 28. That is the bottom left is 37 and 39. So all of the skeletons fall. They just kind of just basically break apart and just crumple to the ground. All of the rags and everything on them catch on fire and just go up in flames as they crumple to the ground. The skeleton Minotaur, he's 23, right? Yeah, because he is the top right.
God, he took the wimpiest damage.
No?
The 23?
Well, the spell hits him extra hard and he takes a whole 46 damage.
Oh boy, he's weak to fire.
Not necessarily.
He's weak to holy shit.
Let's do that. They're all dead.
Are they really dead? Or are they just going to come back up as soon as I step down there?
Are they re-dead?
Right. Okay, so the skeleton Minotaur, lights up in flames. The rags on his body just catch up. He's still gripping onto his axe, and his eyes just lock onto Armin. Will Armin do anything else?
That's all. Actually, I'm going to go prone. No, wait. I don't need to go prone. There's no more arrows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Getting closer.
Getting closer. All right. I like it. Ballsy. Next up is Edwin. Edwin is going to rush around the corner and up to the balcony. So that is 5, 10, 15. That's his full movement. He is going to take a short bow shot at Mr. Skeleton Minotaur as he sees you advancing on him. His shot thwacks into the floor at the Minotaur's feet, completely missing. So now it is Tabitha's turn.
And Tabitha is ready to kill.
Kill.
She's just in the corner chanting kill, 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 kill at
kill.
each step.
Kill.
Oh god, she's insane.
And she can move 60 for her free
She can
action.
move 60 feet? Like,
Yeah.
Don't listen to anything Jeff says. She can use her bonus action to disengage or
so
something, I think.
you've moved her 35 feet.
35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. She's going to hang back. She's going to chill right here.
Her speed is 30 feet,
Oh,
Jeff.
it can use dash
30.
as a bonus action. What does dash do?
5, 10, 15.
I think dash is
Right.
moving at...
Is that double movement?
I think that's double movement without counting it as your action. Combat dash.
So she could run forward into the thick of things. Maybe.
Well, rather than do that, she's backing up the ranger and she's going to start doing
Wait, where do you see dash?
I
don't see dash.
Hold on. I'm opening her character sheet again. She has cunning action. Agile, blah, blah, blah. On its turn in combat, it can take the dash, disengage, or hide action as a bonus action. That's what cunning action does.
What is dash? Actions in combat
I
dash.
think dash and sprint.
When you
maybe?
take the dash action, you gain extra movement for the current turn. The increase equals your speed, applying any modifiers with a speed of 30 feet. For example, you can move up to 60 feet on your turn if you dash.
Okay, so she can use her bonus action to go
To
double
dash.
distance if she wanted to.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, she can move 60 feet.
But she may not. Apparently she doesn't need to. She's just backing up Edwin.
She's backing up Edwin. She's gonna do her skill, wall of blades. So she's just weaving her scimitars in a circle to deflect any oncoming attacks.
Okay.
This is another thing that is ridiculous nonsense.
Okay, that's her turn.
That's her turn. Okay, it is now the Minotaur's turn.
Maybe I shouldn't have run down there.
The Minotaur is very, very pissed off at what has just happened, and he advances on Armin.
I look up at him and say, "Sup?"
The Minotaur let's see. He charges at Armin.
Oh no! I know what he can do. I've used him on y'all before. Oh God!
The charge immediately connects, and he gores you with his horns.
Okay. Oh wait.
Right in the groin.
Hold on. You can also when you. Oh fuck! Hold on. I got something. This is an attack roll. Whenever you attack my creature, I'm going to impose disadvantage with warding flare.
Okay, what does that do?
I'm going to post it.
Okay.
But I
can
never
use your-
mind. You already told me it hits.
Yeah. Okay, so you immediately so
Oh, it says I can tell you, or I can do it then. You can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll.
before the attacker hits or misses. Before the attacker hits or misses. So, we could throw this up as this is a reaction, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that's plausible that you could do it before as he's attacking. So we'll do disadvantage on that. You still get gored.
Oh well, it is worth it.
Right in the groin.
The text on that is weird though. Something didn't pass spell check.
The
Now, did you-
Minotaur skeleton rushes forward and gores you with his horn, and you take 25 piercing damage.
That doesn't feel good. I don't.
Give me a strength saving throw as
You
well.
said 25.
25.
Okay. And a strength saving throw.
Yeah. Despite being being directly attacked by the Minotaur, you remain standing in spot. So you don't move.
So
All right.
in my gut, do I have him by the horns,
No.
or does he have me by his horn?
No, you're still next to each other. He just didn't knock you back.
Okay. I have
It is now
regrets.
Peyton's turn. What does Peyton do? Jeff?
Peyton is still running back up to the barrels. He's going to sprint. 5, 10, 25, 30, 35, 40, 5, 50, 55. He's back upstairs.
He's back upstairs. All right. So the next turn is the Evoker. Uros comes around the corner. He comes over, and as he sees the skeleton Minotaur basically goring Armin, he snaps his fingers. And as I pull up his character sheet, and he casts Magic Missile at the skeleton Minotaur.
Smart move.
Smart move.
If it doesn't kill
Goes.
it, it's not.
We're gonna reenact the magic missiles hitting the Minotaur. This little baby right here.
Sorry, let me do some math.
Tater is incapacitated.
It doesn't appear to be.
The magic missiles connect immediately, exploding on the Minotaur, and his bones crumple to the ground.
What? I buffed myself and everything for all this.
You buffed yourself for nothing.
Or not.
For naught. It was all for naught.
And then the Lich
And then the Lich arises.
bursts from the rib cage of the Minotaur.
Shut your dirty whore mouth. We don't need that right now.
Then the Alhoon
The
floats up through the floor.
Minotaur skeleton falls to the ground in a crumple of bones as his axe collapses to the ground beside him.
Hey.
Among the skeletons and the Minotaur, you find roughly 20 gold pieces and 6 rose quartz gemstones.
20 each?
20 gold pieces total.
I'll just go ahead and take all of that, and we can distribute it later. How about that?
Sure. Well, if that's what you guys want to do.
Says the guy who has 0. You said how many quartz gems?
6.
Do the quartz gems look odd? Like they
They are 6 stars. They are 6 starred rose quartz gems.
Okay, so they don't contain the souls of the innocent,
As far as you're aware, no.
Not the innocent, maybe the guilty.
the
All
wicked.
right. In this room, there's nothing else discernible. There's a single stone column off to the west, and you notice a door that leads to the north.
Okay, I'm gonna do a pick me up real quick because I need a band-aid for my boo-boo.
Especially after that gore. I will tell you, he rolled a 20 on his attack.
That felt like a 20. Cure wounds. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Where the hell is cure wounds? There it is. We're gonna cast 11 healing. And we're gonna do it again. I think I was the only one that took damage. 8.
So 18 for 25, so you're only down 7.
No, I'm at 66.
Well, you took 25 and you healed for 18, so.
That math doesn't make sense.
18 to 25 is 7, so
I also took 8 from the arrows.
Ah, okay, that's right.
So 66. That's good enough for me. I'm healed up,
Okay.
guys. Let's book it. The doorway.
The doorway to the north.
Jeff, do you want to do anything sneaky before I kick it open?
I would like. So Peyton is still bringing the moonshine, correct?
As far as you're aware, you sent him off to do a task, so
We can hear it rolling down the hallway.
you hear it rolling down the hallway. Peyton comes around the corner into the room and he brings it down into the main chamber where you're at. The big barrel. It crashes down to the bottom of the stairs, and you can just hear a rumbling inside of the crate.
Excellent.
Or the barrel.
Excellent.
You want to use it to blow open the door?
Do we need it to do that?
I mean, no, but
We could.
is it a red barrel?
No, it's a regular barrel.
Dang. Can we paint it red?
You can paint it red, but that won't change anything.
I think I need a minor illusion. If someone doesn't stop me, I'm gonna be foolhardy and kick open the door. Jeff, you're the only one that could stop me.
Well, I'm going to say hold. Wait until
You've muted yourself.
barrel of moonshine.
Still mute. Maybe it's breaking up on my end.
Hello?
No, it's him.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay. I'm going to say wait until Peyton gets here with the moonshine.
he's already here. He's here.
Well, then let's
He's
position
here.
the moonshine. Yeah, and the barrel is right here.
Yeah, draw an X where you want to put the barrel.
I want that barrel to be right there on top, under the Minotaur.
Okay. Well, it's just a pile of bones, but sure.
We're gonna use the bones to make a ramp.
Okay. All right. I like this.
You know, you got two good curved horns. We're gonna
Right,
have a nice
right.
little nice ramp. So Ceresfell's gonna rig that up real quick and then say, "Give it
Sure.
a go."
Sure. So what do you do?
Give it a go, Armin.
You want me to kick the barrel up the
Kick
ramp?
the door. No, we're gonna load the barrel on the top of the ramp, the bone ramp.
Okay, so the Minotaur is a bone ramp,
He's a bone ramp now.
and we are ready to let the barrel roll as soon as I open the door and see something
Okay.
terrible.
Sure.
If need be.
So
If need be.
So I don't kick it. I have magic for that now. Thaumaturgy. I place my hand on my chest and then say, boom.
The door blasts open, and you just see another corridor that leads to the north and then back to the west.
That's so anticlimactic. All right, I run around the corner.
You run around the corner. As you come around the corner,
I'm shot. Dex save.
Deck, give me a constitute now. One of these days I'll tell you that'll be real.
I'm waiting for it to happen. Really, Yolanda should be doing the dex saves. We should let
Here,
her do
I'll be
She's too-
right back.
She's
One
she's
second.
she's too busy. All right, I'm gonna wait until he gets back before I reveal the map. So
But it could be. Oh, you're gonna wait because it's gonna be glorious. Or terrible.
it could be. It might not be.
It's gonna be terrible.
Okay. He was getting so squirrely.
As Armin comes around the corner, he looks down and he sees an open corridor. But before anything else, let me fix this. Oops. No. I'm still getting the hang of some of this stuff.
I think I'm gonna put cameras down below.
It's like I put stuff into the background, but then I can't pull it back up.
You have to change.
Is that
Layers?
GM? There it is. Okay. So as Armin comes around the corner, he sees down the hallway. He sees several sarcophagi embedded in the wall, but on one of them, he sees a glowing blue figure, and it appears to be sitting and openly weeping.
We got a crier.
So wait. What is it that's openly weeping?
You see what appears
To be a
Actually.
ghost, right? Ghost lady?
You see a ghost lady sitting on the sarcophagi, openly weeping.
I'm gonna look over at Armin. I'm just gonna say, either gonna be you or me. Do you want to go and try and comfort the ghost, or do you want me to?
I'm not sure if. What's your god again? Are you like a god of mercy or something? I'm a god of mercy. I'm not real good at the mercy right now. We
It's
need.
Torm.
We should send Tabitha
No.
or Peyton
No.
the booze.
I mean, we can try and get her to drink some, but
You're going to try to get a ghost to drink booze.
yeah, it's gonna be like your ghostly trio type scenario where the food just goes right through them into the floor.
Right. But how are they going to hold the cup?
We'll hold it for her.
Right. We'll give her a sip.
I'll do it.
They can still touch the food. It just doesn't stay in them. It just falls right to the ground.
Right.
Hail
Okay,
and
what would you-
well met, ghostly
Are you
lady.
Are you standing back there and saying it, or are you coming up close and saying it?
I stroll forward, the cocky bastard I am, And I
Okay.
say, hail and well met, ghostly
The
lady.
ghost, while still openly weeping, looks up and over at Armin and says, "I didn't think there was anybody else here."
We're here to rescue everyone that's here.
It's too late for me.
How long have you been dead?
I don't even know. I just appeared here one day, bound to this place. I can't leave, but I can't cross over either.
When you say bound to this place, do you mean specifically that sarcophagus?
To the area. I can't leave the grounds.
I feel like we need to put you to rest.
There's only one way to put me to rest, the ghost says, as she is very frantic.
And how can we help you?
I was killed by an arcane caster. He was summoning elementals to our plane, up and out to the west of, or the east of here. I somehow got caught up in it, and I was killed, but my body is not at rest, so I can't cross over.
What was his name?
The wizard's name? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Or
Or does she know?
she's very confused and she's very upset.
But she can you tell me anything about this wizard? Maybe we can help.
I don't remember much about him. He was very, very old. He was trying to cross over into the elemental plane. I think I heard him mention his name once.
And what
think-
did he mention?
His name was Ataz.
Ataz. Okay. So I'm gonna head back to Uros. Well, hold on. I'll be like, you hold on one sec. Let me go. You just keep there and keep crying.
Keep crying.
I go back to Uros and I say, all wizards know each other, right? Is that a thing?
Well, we know some, but, you know, there are a lot of wizards out there.
Okay. Do you know a wizard named Ataz?
Atas. Uras looks up and around while he thinks. I think I have heard of him once. He is a wizard out to the east. He was very obsessed with the other planes. He didn't care much for our material one. He tried to cross over to other ones before, but with not much successes. He's not the best wizard.
Kind of out of his depth. Okay. Well, good to know you're not him. You don't look like him, do you?
No, he is way much older than I am, and you know, as you look at him, he's got long flowing. You know, Uras has long flowing silvery hair. You know, he looks young for a wizard, but old for a human. So he could easily be in his, 80s to 120s with ease.
Okay. All right. You stay here. I don't know how we can help you, Ghost Lady. What was your name?
My name was Serena.
Do you have family, Serena?
I can only remember my name and the name of the man who killed me.
I think I might have a spell for this.
Okay.
Never mind. I do not have a spell. Jeff? Well, you're just sort of sitting there kicking your feet.
Yeah,
The ghost looks like, if you can go and recover my body, I can rest in peace. That is all I ask.
Yeah, where's your body at?
back up in the
It's-
skeleton room.
Not back up in the skeleton room. Sorry, I actually had this written down. Hang on a second.
If it's forward, we can do something about that. If
If it's what?
if it's forward deeper into this dungeon, we will find your corpse
Oh,
and lit it
it's-
ablaze.
It's not. It is not within. It is not within here. That much I can tell you. It is out towards the Grey Peak Mountains. That is all I know.
Mountains.
What was her name?
Serena.
With an S.
Yes.
And she said that her body is out in the Grey Peak Mountains.
Yes. But for some reason, she inextricably finds herself bound to this place.
Is there anything in or around this area that would give us a clue as to why she's bound here?
As far as you're aware, no. She is just. She doesn't understand why she is bound to this place.
I feel like there's gotta be some clue.
I try to put my hand through her head.
You reach out and your hand just goes right through it.
Okay. I'm sorry if that was rude. I just want to make sure you weren't a doppelganger.
No, I understand. I think I saw one coming through here earlier, but I'm just too overcome by my own problems.
I wish I had a spell called therapy for you.
Therapy.
Therapy.
I wish we could bring her with us somehow so she could see herself being freed someday.
Can we put her in a bottle?
I don't have a spell for that.
Well, maybe she would willingly go into the bottle.
I don't
Well, as far as ghosts go, they are generally bound to a specific place for a specific reason.
She probably got murdered here, and then they drug her body off to the mountains to use it in some sort of necromantic.
If she
Ritual.
is she considered a creature?
Well, yeah, she's a ghost.
If I teleported a creature with us, if I teleported her back to my church, would whatever is keeping her here stop that from happening?
I'm going to say, since she's an incorporeal being, that the your word of recall would not work on her.
Okay. It is
Plus she's
divine
bound.
magic. I don't know if
Plus
that changes
she's-
any things.
She's bound here magically too, so stands a reason that probably wouldn't stick.
Here's the thought. What if we dispel the magic that's holding her here?
You can attempt to dispel. Depending on how you roll, something good may happen, something bad may happen.
I don't think there's a roll for dispel magic. Oh yeah, the DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Do any of us know how far away the mountains she's referring to are?
So currently you are in the northern end of the Misty Forest, and the Grey Peak Mountains are northeast east of you. You would know that.
How many miles?
Let's think of it as how many days to get there.
Right.
About 300 miles.
Oh, so it's a significant distance away.
We're going to need to
You-
teleport there.
You, as Sristoval, would know this, knowing the Sword Coast.
So Rishval said, "Oh, the Greybeard Mountains. That's so far away."
The ghost replied, "I don't understand it myself. I was once alive, and I seem to dive into a deep dream, and I wake up here in these gray, dark, and dank tunnels, unable to leave." She starts openly weeping again.
Somebody needs to get her life together.
Get a job, you bum.
What's this?
Mm.
Nope, that won't help. Okay, we're let's put a pin in this one. We're gonna put a pin in you. Not literally, we can't.
Stab it
Put
right through.
incorporeal. Yeah, you can't. Is she
Where
sitting?
Srist-
Let's crack open every single sarcophagus in this hallway.
Sure.
Let us desecrate the dead.
Let's see if there's some sort of magic thing in one of these sarcophagi binding her here, or if her
Sure.
being here is just like happenstance.
Right. Okay, so you go through and you work your way through each one. The ones that are obviously cracked open, you can peer into them without even opening them, and you just see some bones and rags and dust and nothing really. The two that are not cracked open, I believe that's even the one she's on top of.
Is there 3? I see.
That would be 3 with her on the one she's on top of. Those 3, you crack them open and you find full-bodied skeletons with dilapidated rags and like a rusty sword and shield, but nothing that stands out.
A rusty sword or shield.
Rusty
Okay.
sword and shield, yeah.
Okay. Nothing about these weapons are of interest other than they're rusty. Okay.
Yes.
They wouldn't bury them if they were good. I think we just need to put a pin on this. I don't have
Okay.
any functional way of dealing with her. Oh,
Sure.
disregard that. I didn't mean to post that.
You're back in Elf Town.
Accidentally casted.
Whoops.
And not only that, we left everyone behind but me and Jeff's character.
I love it.
So, Jeff, you're going to have to move your characters with you. So,
Oh, that's fine. Is there anything else in this hallway?
all right. So, as you move to the end of the hallway, you notice that a path to the north and a path. Oops. Let me try that again. A path to the south. Sorry, I'm doing all of this manually as I do it. You see a path to the north and a path to the south. The path to the north, you immediately notice you see it kind of opens up into a cavernous room, but you see to the south a room that opens up with some staircases that lead up and to the east.
West.
I have a thought.
To the west.
I think we should engage Serena again.
Okay.
I think we should try to convince her to help us so that we can help her later.
Okay.
And her being incorporeal means that she could go through walls and investigate rooms for us if we
Sure.
could calm her down enough to do so.
Okay. All right. I like this.
What do you think, Jeff?
You have to convince her, but
Yeah.
you can attempt this.
Let's try and convince her. I mean, why not?
Who is the person to try to do this? Like,
Me.
I mean, I'll do it, but if it makes sense for a different character to do it,
What's your charisma?
I'm not going to tell you my charisma. I don't think stats matter in this case.
Go for it then.
Okay, well, my charisma, I got a good charisma, so that's good. Oh, we should have Peyton do it.
That's metagaming.
Oh, yeah. Well, Peyton's back there. I mean, he was kind of chatting it up with her anyway. Let's see where he got all on his own.
How is it metagaming for Peyton to do it? I don't even know what Peyton's stats are. I don't think charisma is one of
Okay,
them.
with the way you said that, it made it sound like you had looked at a street and go, "Oh, he's got high charisma. Let's have him do it."
Like,
Well,
to be...
let's see. Oh,
Go ahead.
no, you go ahead. Sorry.
I definitely have... Well, I have +5 proficiency bonus, or +5 +5 to charisma for these kind of roles, but I don't think Armin's the right character narratively to do it. Like, I could go back and have a chat, but like Peyton kind of wandering by and sitting back and having a chat with her would be more interesting, I think.
That's what you want to do, Jeff?
I mean, yeah, that's fine.
Peyton's your character.
Yeah.
So, should I roll a charisma check?
I want to know how you seduce this ghost.
I mean,
He's not
you can talk.
seducing-
You
I mean, he's-
you can talk to her, and we can see where it goes from there.
He's not seducing her, He's just kind of back there curiously, like, "Oh, you're a ghost. Well,
That's
how about
cool.
that? I'm a human."
I was a human once, Serena
Yeah.
says to Peyton. But no longer. I'm stuck in this terrible form.
He says something like, "Man, you must have been hot." His intelligence is 10, so
10's not terrible.
but it's not great either.
We're playing up how dumb Peyton is.
man, I bet you were hot.
She has nothing to say to that.
Well, he came off like an oaf, so
That's something he can work on.
he's gonna say, "Well, it's good talking to you,
God damn it, Peyton. You can't do anything.
Peyton. You suck."
All right, would you like to do anything else?
Should I go back and talk to her?
Sir Eastwell's gonna clap him on the shoulder as he walks by. He's like, "Thanks for warming her up for me." He's gonna walk up and he's gonna say, "So, ghost, that sucks."
Ghost, that sucks. Is that what you say?
Yeah, that's what he says.
She's like, Serena responds, you don't know the half of it.
But I want to know. I want to get to know your pain. I want to feel your pain. You know, like sidle up beside her, like her ghostly presence.
Well, I'm dead. What pain can I know now?
I mean, it's emotional pain. I can appreciate that.
What do you want from me, human? She says.
I want you to help me help you.
And how do we go about doing this?
Give us something. Give us something that we can use so that we can figure out why you're bound here.
I have nothing to give. I don't know why I'm here.
Can you lend us combat aid? Do you have
Combat
any?
aid. I'm a ghost.
Do you have any rations?
God.
Can you point us in the direction of treasure? Can you do anything other than weep openly?
How about what?
Sir Eastfall's getting more aggressive. Oh, actually, hold on.
You just wait until he's asking for.
Well, I didn't ask for any rolls, so. She says the best that I can offer you is that there have been creatures that have passed by recently. There was a man cloaked in a black robe and a blue creature clad in some golden looking armor that have passed recently.
See, now, was that so hard? You couldn't have just led with that?
You didn't ask.
I did.
Someone needs to talk to Peyton about, or I mean, Sir Istval about his bedside manner. I see that we've dipped into intimidation.
He turns around, ignoring the ghost. He says, "Well, that's all I can get out of her."
She turns back to her open weeping.
All right, guys. I think that y'all are failures. Let me go in. I walk up to Serena. I sit next to her. And I say, "I'm sorry about that guy
Things.
and his sidekick. They don't know what it's like to be
Seduction
dead."
roll. See, my audio keeps randomly cutting out. That's weird.
Is mine good?
Yours is fine.
You're fine. It's on my end. It's been doing it for a while. It's like I'll hear a staticky sound as someone's talking, and then all of a sudden there's nothing, and I'll kind of be like, "Hello," and then
I wonder if it's your headset.
it might be.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is it plugged into the
it's
back or
older.
the front?
No, it's just a wireless, but it's getting older, so it's possible. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
I go up, Serena. I'm like, "I'm sorry
Sup,
about
babe?
these idiots. I know what it's like to be dead. I just want to help you. Coming from a place, I know how you feel. Because I was dead once."
Then you know truly how it feels to be stuck in limbo.
Out of character, I have no idea if Armin knows what it's like to be stuck inside of limbo.
We'll say for all intents and purposes you do. I mean,
He's
you
gonna
can
act
always
like
roll.
he does.
You can roll a deception on that.
He's gonna just.
but
he's gonna.
he's
be
gonna
like,
pretend. He's gonna
"Oh,
pretend.
it's gonna be-
Yeah.
I know what it's like to not be part of this world anymore, and I want to do everything I can to help you be a part to find peace. But in order to do that, we have to be able to do our job. We can't.
Is there
leave here
anything
with
I could
unfinished
do?
business.
Is there anything I can do to help? She says.
Come with us. We'll try to find a way to remove you from here, but while we're here, we can use any help that you can offer just with your presence.
Okay, she says. It's better than sitting around and crying on the sarcophagus.
It really is. Let's find the best way forward. And I just sort of walk over here.
She gets up and just starts following. All right, you see a path to the north, which opens up to a kind of cavernous room, but you also see a path to the south, which let's just go ahead and open that whole room up. We're just going to do that. Bam! You just see a whole room, and you see a path of stairs that lead, kind of upwards and to the east. So you have two directions to go. You can go north, or you can go south.
I want to investigate the floor. I'm looking for tracks from like shoes or feet.
Oh, sure. Give me an investigation roll on that.
The aforementioned golden armored man.
No, I'm looking for my old shoes. Will I have
Your-
advantage if I'm looking for my old shoes footprints? Because I know them very well because I used to wear them.
You know them very well. All right. You have advantage because you know what your shoes look like.
Well, it
Without a
didn't
doubt.
help me much.
You see tracks going in both directions, and they are very fresh.
And they are the same?
They are slightly different, but you can't really tell a difference between the two.
Okay, guys. Should we split up again?
Edwin and Ura says, to be quite fair, down here in this dank pit, let's start some music.
Oh boy.
I think we should stick together. We have a ghost on our side. It would benefit us all if we just kind of stuck together.
Yes. Force the ghost to go scout for us.
I wouldn't want to force Serena in character. I would not want to force Serena to do anything she's uncomfortable with. Out of character, abso-fucking-lutely yes. Put her up in front. She can be right up front with Peyton.
So which way would the party like to check out?
So we see a statue to the south already.
That is correct.
Can we discern what that statue is from here? Or
It
other
just
than
looks
its
like
presence?
it looks from where you're standing. It looks like a hooded, robed figure holding a plate, just kind of like holding a plate out in front of them, like a stone plate. It's a statue. So,
Oh, yeah.
but there's nothing on it. So there's it's just kind of there and holding it.
Okay, well, this is very, very similar to a certain circumstance that happened when you were running the game previously, where I dealt with a statue in a similar way.
You did, didn't you?
And I would love to recreate that scene right now, so I go up to that statue.
Okay. And as we'll open up the next area since you passed by the staircase. You see more broken sarcophagi and a pathway that continually leads to the south. But you've approached the statue. What would you like to do?
Can I see what's on the plate from where I'm at?
No, the statue is about 8 feet tall, and you're roughly 6. So the statue is just above you, so you'd kind of have to jump to look into what's on the plate.
I don't have to jump. We have Peyton for this.
You have Peyton for this.
Peyton, come hither. I need to stand on you.
Get your sturdy coat hanger and unravel it.
What?
Yeah, and use the hook.
The ghost is just kind of following you around. So whatever you do, she's just kind of in your general area.
That's
so
fine. Peyton. Come on, Peyton. Come on down. I want to stand on your
Sorry.
back.
okay.
Tabitha's gonna come too, just to back up. Make a human pyramid.
I don't want to stay on Tabitha. She's useful.
So you look up on the plate. You know, you get on Peyton's back, and you look up on the plate, and there's nothing there.
Okay. Well, last time there was nothing there. I hit it, and I opened up
Right.
a door. So I'm
Okay.
gonna hit. I don't have a mace. This is not perfect.
You know who has a mace?
Who has a mace?
Peyton does.
Hey, boss man. I look down at him. Pass me your mace, and I just grab it off his belt,
He says, "Okay."
and I hit the plate.
You hit the plate. Okay, so give me a strength check on that.
You could ignore the bless, but I mean,
Is that what that is? Bless? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's what-
So you smash that stone plate with your mace. You make it crack. The previously unnoticed arms that were separate from the body drop down slightly, and the stone statue falls forward on top of you and Peyton. Give me a dexterity saving throw. 4. Peyton, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Peyton's working on it.
17.
Ooh,
Um,
pretty good, Peyton.
Peyton, noticing that the statue is falling before Armin does, stands up real quick, throwing Armin off. So Armin crashes to the floor as the stone statue pins him to the ground. He takes 7 bludgeoning damage from that.
Roll for initiative.
The statue is now pinning Armin to the ground.
hey guys, I got an ouchie. Also, giant statue. Can y'all do something about that?
We assume that everybody helps get the statue off Armin.
Oh yeah.
Do we
Yeah.
assume?
So we assume
Come on, Peyton.
you take 5 minutes and everybody, rolls the statue of Armin.
We accidentally roll it towards him though, and it crushes him.
He now rises as a ghost with Serena,
His head explodes
like a
As
rotten
the-
cherry tomato.
as the statue.
That's gross.
Oops.
It's like squeeze
Ba-dum.
the brains out.
Bum bum.
Bum bum bum. Okay,
Did it reveal
So-
a secret passageway?
nothing. It revealed
Damn it.
nothing.
That worked last time.
Well, if every pork chop was perfect, we wouldn't have hot dogs.
That's a clever saying.
That is. Okay, so like I said, there is a path that is open, staircase that leads to the east, and you notice that it wraps around to the south.
I think we continue forward to the east. So I run it like, okay, guys, let's keep it moving. And
Okay, as you make it to the crest of the top of the stairs, give me a Constitution saving throw, both of you.
God damn it.
Excellent, big old 10.
10 and 17. From the east, the broken sarcophagi sprays out a poison gas, but you both deftly leap back from it and
Join.
dodge the
Hey,
poison gas.
Hey, Serena, have you seen these kind of traps before? I guess you don't trigger them.
Well, I just kind of move through everything, so no. So the gas fills, the little 10-foot chamber area as it dissipates and, disappears.
Can I light it on
So,
fire to make sure it's gone?
yeah, if you'd like.
I used what is it? I've got a spell, Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. You ignite the rest of the poison gas, goes up in flames, and the room clears out.
You accidentally incinerated Sir Eastfall.
Oh, oops! I can see his ashes. They smell of booze. I want to walk up to the sarcophagus that attacked us and investigate it.
Okay, it was this one. So as you moved there, anyways, let me reveal
So I
more.
When I say investigate, I mean I want to crack it open and see if there's any more, like a container of poison gas I can pull out.
There's an empty container of poison gas in there that was kind of rigged to a hinge.
Okay, like a glass vial or something?
Yeah, something like that.
I'll take it.
Okay, so you got a glass vial, an empty glass vial.
I'm curious if we do
Yeah.
anything with the hinge.
You see. Sorry, you see that. So you see a path that goes down to the south again. You see a sarcophagi on the southernmost wall. You see a path that leads east against a stone wall, and a path that opens up to the west.
To the west. To the west.
Yeah. I run down and I look to the left.
All right, as you come cresting around the corner,
I'm hearing some chain jingle, ambient sounds.
yeah, you see someone in black robes standing at an altar with two skeletons surrounding him. You see him summoning a chant.
Summoning
turned-
a chant? He summons music.
He's chanting. You see him chanting at the altar, and he turns around and he sees you, and you see his eyes light up, and he says, "Armin, we meet again."
I cast Fireball.
That seems pretty reasonable.
Is that what you're really gonna do?
That's it. To cast Fireball. He has
You're gonna cast.
Don't even give this fucker a chance to talk.
like wait, when he looks at me and says those words, do I recognize that voice as the doppelganger?
You as the doppelganger?
Yes.
Would you recognize the Would you realistically recognize the doppelganger?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
You recognize who it is.
Is it your
Okay.
brother?
Is it my brother?
No, it's not your brother.
Okay. Okay.
You recognize him from a certain dungeon that you went through.
Holy
early
shit!
last
Is it
year.
that goddamn cultist
Cultist?
that was that said I couldn't leave?
That's him.
Okay.
It's Ditex. You recognize him.
Oh, he has a
Cast-
name.
He
now.
recognizes you.
He's been promoted to a name?
He's always had a name.
Oh, well, I didn't know it.
He's always had a name.
Did I know his name? Does Armin know his name?
Yes, because he said who he was
Ditex.
in the dungeon. Yeah, in the dungeon that I did last year or early this year, actually. But yeah, he named himself. You ran into each other. He remembers you. You recognized him. You saw Silmorn kill him.
We would leave no stone unturned as far as killing people. I guess I wouldn't fireball him if he's not the doppelganger. If I do not recognize him immediately as the doppelganger, I wouldn't kill him. I would say, "Hail and well met, undead." What was your name again? It doesn't matter. Hail and well met, guy.
Goblin.
He stops mid chant and he says, "I have a surprise for you," and he continues his chant.
I hook my spear at him.
He dodges out of the way of your spear,
Stop that!
and
I got
he
a javelin
finishes.
too.
He finishes his chant. The floor in front of him begins to bubble black.
That is never a good sign.
It's never a good sign. And in front of him appears
Some sort of demon thing. It's
A walrus.
like a gargoyle.
he summons a demon. Roll for initiative.
I should have cast fireball.
You're gonna say, Ditek, I thought we were friends.
Yeah, exactly. I thought we were friends. whole crew far away, all the way back there?
We're gonna assume that they were more or less following in the room behind you guys.
Okay.
Just as sidekicks and shit seems to go. We'll assume that.
We've acquired too many NPCs.
Yeah, that's
I
the
really,
thing.
I really want to bring this ghost out of here as a
Why
sidekick.
can't I? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. That's why.
I will find a
We're-
level 1 ghost.
We'll assume that everybody's basically in this room. And Serena is near you.
We're back
How
to
do
our
I-
shitty initiative rolls.
How do I add something in? I don't want to give you guys the name.
Of the ghost?
Here.
Jeff's
Hold
the
on
only
a
one that's
second.
likely to know it.
I'm gonna.
No,
go-
he probably does.
I'm going to call him Bartholomew.
Bartholomew. I need to look at his stat block.
Does it say it kills Armin in 1 hit?
Maybe.
That's disappointing.
So everyone has rolled. Oops. We'll go descending. Jeff ran off.
He did. Ooh. Some dice rolls.
Right.
Scaly man. Ba, 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 ba,
Okay,
ba,
descending.
ba.
All right, so we've got a few turns before Jeff, so we'll just go ahead and close out. So the demon, having just been summoned, immediately trains on the 2 people in front of him, and he rolls up to Armin.
Hi.
There, and he attacks. And his attack. Huh?
Do we get to decide before you tell me if it hits or misses?
Mm-hmm.
We need to figure out how this works so that I know when I can cast it again. Remember, last time it was kind of wonky. Can I use it as a reaction when I know that it hits?
Yeah, you can do that, and I'll if you want to declare it, I can.
Okay. Do I get to know if it hits first?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it hit?
Yes.
Okay, then yes, I want to use that thing.
Okay.
I cast flare.
You cast flare. All right. Now it misses.
Yes! He was going to hit hard, probably.
Ooh. Actually, I get one more roll.
Oh no.
He still misses.
Okay.
He rakes his claws at Armin. Armin deftly dodges out of the way,
I'm gonna
seeing
blast
that
him in the eyes with light.
seeing that he has missed.
Isty, we got a problem.
He disappears from view.
Oh Jesus. Some demon, you couldn't even keep him in this field for this plane for like 2 minutes. Not even like 6 seconds.
That is his turn. Where'd that turn over go? It is now Peyton's turn.
Mm.
Oh, you know who I didn't roll in order is I didn't roll our necromancer buddy.
I love a good necromancer.
Although since the round has already started, he doesn't get to do this round now. So
Peyton is going to retreat and
Okay.
guard the rear.
I mean, he'll do what he does.
He's guarding. He's making sure we don't get flanked.
We need to not get flanked, but
It's a vital task.
you say vital.
He's going to actually... he's going to break into a defensive stance. So he probably would gain armor class.
I think you really want abilities that aren't in this game.
Yeah, he's taking a defensive stance. Alright, that's his turn.
2, 3, 4.
okay, moving on. It is
6.
Edwin's turn. Edwin seeing something clawing at Armin up ahead. He comes around the corner and sees everything that is in the room, and he immediately takes a shot at one of the skeletons. His shot misses. It thunks into the wall behind the skeleton to the south. That is his turn. Sristavold.
Oh, Sir Eastavald is gonna do that thing he really likes doing.
Detect evil?
I can't. If I could do that as a free action, I would, but I won't do that.
There we go.
I'm gonna do.
God, that 20-foot radius is going to be like the death of somebody's character.
I'm gonna re-bless the party.
Okay.
I'm gonna bless Eastavall, Armin, and our ranger friend.
Excellent.
The blessings have been bestowed. And then he's
I'm
going
blessed.
to... Actually, I'm not going to move because there was a demon in front of us that just faded out of view, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just going to hold tight.
Okay. All right, moving on is now Tabitha's turn. What does Tabitha do?
Mm,
The problem is Tabitha has to move into combat, into melee
She's
combat.
gonna- she's going to move back here and hold.
Okay.
She's thinking strategically.
Thinking strategically. All right, next up is Uras. Uras sees everybody crowding into the hallway in front of him. He is going to...
Turn on us.
Wouldn't that be perfect, right?
Everyone's in fireball range.
Right. He is going to ready an action and hold where he is at. So that leads us to the skeletons. First skeleton comes around the corner and launches a short bow attack at Sir Eastavall. The Sir Eastavall deflects the arrow with utter ease. The second one moves into range as well, blocking Ditex from the party, and takes a shot at Armin. The shot goes wide. He misses that shot as well.
So,
Armin's turn.
I'm gonna cast fireball.
Where are you casting it?
You see my purple square?
Where in... Okay, so you're actually doing... Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yep. That,
AKA area incineration.
yeah, like doing my best not to hit anyone.
Sure.
But us.
Okay. It's a dex saving throw. What's your DC?
17.
17.
So-
Okay.
I'll just go ahead and cast for those three first, and if the demon is in there, I'll cast it. How do you?
Sure. Well, let's roll. So I'll roll for Ditex first.
Okay, I'll roll Ditex and then the two skeletons.
Actually, let me look at his character sheet.
What a shitty fire spell. Look at that bullshit.
So so what do you do to cast this fireball?
What do I do to cast this fireball?
Yeah.
I point
Disguise
my
self?
finger gun at. Well, hold on. Where is the middle? The middle is like right at the necromancer's feet.
Okay.
So I point my fireball gun at his feet, blast it, and then everything is engulfed in flames.
Excellent. Well, Ditex sees what's coming. He holds his hand out and he casts Counterspell.
Oh, what a bastard. Looks like he cast Disguise Self.
I don't know where that came. Oh, I'm sorry. I was clicking through his spell sheet.
Okay, so he has to roll, or I have to roll?
Let me make sure that I have this right. Counterspell is one word in the compendium, by the way. I need to roll.
Also, my fire.
DC is 10 plus the spell's level. So I need to roll at least a 13. Ditex holds his hand out and a black aura starts to emanate from it. And the spell fails.
Oh, that's extra annoying.
Sparks come out of your fingers, but nothing happens.
I still lose the spell slot for that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, you bastard. I'm gunning for
Actually,
you now.
I'm pretty sure it does. Let's see. If the creature's casting a spell of the 3rd level or lower, it fails and the spell has no effect. Okay, which you did. Yeah, fails and has no effect. So you consumed a spell slot and you failed it.
That is fine. I did something stupid. Add your... Oh, Itty Cleric cantrip. Never mind, just kidding. Continue.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn. I don't need to move. I need to stay
Okay.
up front.
Top
Holy
of the round.
shit, he got a 44 on his initiative? We're fucked.
44. No, that's supposed to be a... Why is that? No, it was a 22.
Jesus Christ, we're boned.
Just no way around that, huh?
It's time to retreat. Is the ghost gonna fight?
No, she's hanging back.
I don't think so. I don't think she would fight.
The demon comes back
From the abyss.
from the abyss and moves forward on Armin again and makes a raking claw attack and misses.
All right, I'm prepping my warding flares.
And that's his turn. Peyton.
Come on, Peyton. Where'd you go? Oh, around the corner. Jeff.
Peyton is back there guarding. That's what he do.
All right.
Is anything
Edwin.
from the rear? Are we being
Nothing is coming
rear-ended?
from the rear. No. Edwin launches out another short bow attack.
Give him a D4.
And hits the skeleton directly in front of him to the west.
Blank.
Doing
For a whopping 37 damage.
for a whopping 9 whole damage.
Ooh.
It's not bad.
That is Edwin's turn. As he lands the arrow, he yells out in success, "Yeah!"
Yippee-ki-yay!
Sir Eastaval.
Sir Eastaval. Well.
What are you gonna do, Isty?
Well, I'm gonna do the thing. Undead or a fiend? Would demon count as a fiend?
I'm like 90% sure that's a thing.
Yeah, I think so. A fiend is any kind of like evil aligned character that's not humanoid.
Fiend's
Malicious,
a type. Like
otherworldly
if
creature.
Oh, right.
click on the demon and it'll say like
Well,
it'll say what he is. At the
Oh,
top.
you're right. Yeah, he's a fiend.
okay. Demons, devils, anything of
Yeah,
an
you
evil
know
line
he's
with the
looking at
looks.
him. You can clearly tell this is a demon.
I'm gonna whack this puppy.
Gonna whack it good, huh?
You don't want to.
With the
You
and I've
don't-
ignited my warhammer, of course.
Okay. All
That's a
right.
given. And I'm gonna drop a second level spell slot to divine smite him.
Okay.
Love a good divine smite.
And since he's a fiend, it does 3d8. Hold on, let's see. What does it say? Extra damage is 2d8 plus 1d8 for each spell level higher than the first. And if the target is an undead or a fiend, it increases by an additional 1d8. So that is 3d8?
Okay.
48. Four.
So you're doing 48 radiant damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
Hmm.
That's pretty
Wow.
garbage.
That's a piece of shit.
I mean, average would be what?
I guess it would not that. Those are all low rolls.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think average is right down the middle, right? So it'd be your average damage would be like 16.
All right. So you smash your flaming warhammer into the demon, and the demon reels back slightly, but doesn't seem any worse for the wear.
So 12. So 20 damage.
When you say not worse for the wear, is that like he took half damage?
He shrugged it off.
He looks no worse for the wear.
Oh god, we're doomed.
Are you swinging again?
I'm swinging again, and so hold on. I also get. Oh, I should have turned bless on.
You're blessed, right?
I am.
Okay.
So that's a 13.
Okay.
Hashtag blessed.
Probably still missed.
Hashtag blessed.
That's it. So 13.
Isty's got to step up his game.
All right. You smash the hammer into the demon again. The demon lets out a kind of a guffaw, just, "Ugh," but again,
Oh.
doesn't seem too worse for the wear.
Well, if it connects, I'm gonna drop another second level slot.
Okay.
Do better this time. That's
better.
way better.
So 19 radiant damage to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
My hammer flares with divine magic.
It flares with divine magic and smashes into the chest of the creature, and it lets out a cacophony of roars as it takes the divine strike. It
How you
grips
like-
its chest.
How you like me now, bruh?
It is now Tabitha's turn.
Get in there, girl.
Tabitha, I guess since she can see the monster now,
The unholy abomination.
she only has regular scimitars. I wonder if she can even hit this guy.
Oh, she's got that fanatical thing.
But that doesn't give her magic.
You're right.
Well, she's not really concerned about that. She just sees the demon and she's gonna rush forward.
She's gonna live her best life.
She's
Stab
gonna
do
live her
things.
best life.
Do some swinging.
She takes a swipe at the demon with her scimitar, and it cuts right through it, just like it's cutting through a shadow.
How often can I do the fanatic advantage? Once per turn?
That's what it says, right?
Fanatic advantage. Oh, I'm not even looking at the right sheet. Let me look at her sheet. Tabitha. Fanatical advantage. Once per turn. So yeah, every round. And
That
it
seems
makes a weapon
way-
attack with an advantage on the whole. Okay, yeah.
Seems way OP.
That is kind of OP. It's basically 2 attacks per turn. She swipes with the first attack and it cuts through like butter and does nothing. She follows through with the second hit and it does nothing.
So yeah, he's probably magical. She says, "My blades do nothing."
Up next is Ditex. Ditex is laughing in the background.
Gonna fuck you up, Ditex.
Fuck you up.
Get your life together. Because we're about to end it. Come on, bro. You gonna ready another counter spell? Do it. I ain't scared.
I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom,
Do I have anything for that?
except for Peyton, who is around the corner. Right?
Yes, so
Is it a line of sight?
everybody except for Uras and Peyton needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom? Ooh.
Yes.
I'm good at that.
You are very good at that, huh? Are you blessed, or is that not?
Yes, he is blessed.
He is blessed? Okay.
And I should be blessed too. I've got it clicked, but it didn't do it for me for some reason.
So
Tabitha's also blessed too.
Sure.
No, the ranger's blessed. Never mind. So I got a 20. Tabitha got a 13.
Let me check my DC.
Tabitha's brain melts.
Tabitha's
It was
Tabitha
nice having
immediately
you.
drops her weapon and immediately moves away from Ditex as fast as she can. Like, within her movement speed. So, she is feared. Armin, Seristoval. Let me roll for Edwin. Edwin is not very... Edwin is also feared, so he drops everything and starts running the other way. He starts going at the wall.
This
Armin and
is not how
Seristoval...
you get paid, Ranger.
Armin and Seristoval feel something pulse through them, but nothing happens.
Fear no
He flexes his pec, and the feeling dissipates. He does like a single like breast pulse.
Is that a
That's what you call it. Yeah, it's a thing.
That is his turn. Uras feels that something is amiss as he sees Tabitha and Edwin back against the wall. And he readies an action for anything that comes into his view. It is now the skeleton's turn. Both skeletons train on Armin. Both of them shoot an arrow, and both of them connect. The arrows thunk into the armor on Armin's chest, and he takes a whole 10 piercing damage.
Armin just got penetrated.
Oh,
Double penetrated.
Double penetrated, that's true.
Alright, it's my turn to do some penetrating.
Indeed it is.
I cast Fireball.
You cast Fireball again.
Same spot. And I say, dodge it this time. Bang.
Ditex laughs again and holds his hand up.
Damn it. Does he have counters? I don't know how his shit works.
So Counterspell is a reactionary.
Right.
It's a 3rd level spell. You know, you only have so many 3rd level spells.
Mhm.
So I'll roll. This time, however, he holds his hand up laughing and the black aura comes out. And it fades as fire begins to erupt around him in the room.
Let's go ahead and I'll roll some damage. Necromancer.
So,
or
Necromancer's...
Necromancer, skeleton, demon.
Okay. What's your DC?
17.
17? The skeleton falls to the ground. Okay. The other skeleton crumples to the ground, ignited on fire. The demon dissipates into the air, and a pile of ash drops to the ground where he was where he was floating. And Ditex yells out as the flames consume him, but he is still standing.
And the last thing I do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get right up in his face and I say, "It's time to call it quits, friend." Peyton's turn.
Peyton's turn. What does Peyton do?
Peyton is going to do what Peyton does best.
Nothing.
He's going to take a couple of steps to the left and look down the hallway just to make sure nothing's happening.
Is he going to say nothing to see over here?
Yeah, he's going to step back and he's going to say, "Don't worry, guys, it's all clear."
Ross nods his head.
Sir Easterball gives him the
This goddamn wizard and this fucking guard are useless.
He says, "Good work, Peyton."
It is now Edwin's turn. Edwin is feared. Let me make my fear roll. He remains feared. He is up against the wall. He thinks he sees things that he can't see. Spiders crawling all up his body. He's trying to get away. It is now Sir Easterval's turn.
He is covered in invisible crawling insects. Sir Eastfall is going to walk forward to the Necromancer,
Uh-huh.
Ditech, and I'm going to walk right up to him and look him dead in the eyes. What do I see?
You see a hooded masked man wearing a veil over his face. You see into his eyes.
His eyes.
His irises are a sky blue with a cracked orange iris around them.
What kind of emotion are his eyes trying to secretly tell me? Do I see fear?
You see a very confident man.
Confidence. I can't work with that.
Put him in the ground.
15?
You're asking if a 15 hits?
No, 15 damage.
Oh, 15 damage.
A 19 hits. Almost.
Oh, yeah, that is a 19. That is a 19, isn't it?
Does he have ghost armor?
No, he doesn't. No. So a 19 does hit, and he does take the damage. So
Let's not give him any ghost armor ideas.
you slam him in the side with your flaming warhammer, and he goes along with the strike of the hammer,
Okay, I'm gonna move
and
up
he just laughs.
so that we get some flanking.
Okay. Will you do anything? Okay.
19, and you know what? Yeah, we'll do that.
We'll do that. So that's a 20. Wow, you hit for a 29.
A bunch of bullshit, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then he takes 19 plus 10 radiant.
Is he a fiend?
All right.
No, just a regular. If he was a fiend, I would get an extra 1d8.
Yeah.
I'm asking if he's a fiend. Do I need to apply?
Well,
this
as far as you can tell, he looks human to you.
He appears to be human.
He appears to be human. He takes the blow to the side again, and he just continues to laugh.
Even in spite of the divine flare.
Yeah, even in despite.
I said in spite.
In spite. Will you do anything else?
I said in spite.
Are you spiting him?
Yeah, he's spited. So what kind of
What does that
debuff?
do?
He gets a debuff.
He gets a debuff.
No, that's it.
Are
I'm
you
done.
making up bullshit again?
He is. Alright, I need Tabitha to make a wisdom saving throw.
Well, Tabitha is gonna say
Not today.
Tabitha is still feared.
nat 20.
Yeah, you don't have advantage though, so she's still feared. So she is with Edwin clawing at the wall behind her, trying to get away.
Screeching in sheer
Screeching.
Didn't we just get her fixed?
terror.
Ditex continues his laugh, saying, "You can flank me all you want. It does not matter." He holds his hand above his head and he closes his fist. And he dematerializes from view.
Are we still in combat?
Combat is over.
Okay. God damn it.
Well, you blew it, Armand.
I don't think I did. Mister didn't spite him.
You blew it, Armand. You blew it. You got away.
I want to see what he was doing here. There's obviously
Yes.
things on the table and he was chanting.
Yeah.
What is on the
Neat-looking
table?
things.
You see like a scroll sitting on the table. It's wrapped up. You see just kind of blood spread around the altar. You see the tattered robes, the rug beneath your feet. There's really not much here other than what looks like necromancy magic.
Is that what the scroll is? Necromancy magic?
It is a scroll, but do you want to look at the scroll?
I have no use for scrolls,
Okay.
so I put it in my bag.
Sure. Okay. You have an unidentified scroll in your bag now, so mark that.
Unknown scroll.
Scroll of
Like you
demons.
said-
So in the room, you have the two piles of bones. You have the dust of the demon that you fell. It looks like there's something sitting in the dust.
Well then,
The necromancer corpse.
no, he escaped. But the armor the armor on the thing is not good.
The armor on the what?
On the
On
table.
the dais.
No, there's. I saw that as a bag. So there's nothing really there. It's
Okay,
just a
except
bunch
for the
of.
scroll. All right,
Yeah.
well, let's investigate the ashes of the demon. It's probably some component or something, right?
It is a necklace you come to find as you pick it up.
What necklace is it?
So on the necklace, you notice that there are 6 vials contained within, in a container, contained within a container.
Six
And on the-
6 vials in a vial?
6 small, glowing purple vials
In a bigger vial.
in a container. 6 of them on this necklace, and each there is a stone on the end of each vial.
That sounds fancy.
That sounds very fancy. Now, Armin, having been around the block,
Okay.
sees it as a necklace of prayer
Oh.
beads.
Oh, it's a prayer.
Ooh la la.
A necklace.
What do it do? Sassy, what do it do?
Now, we haven't really run with attunement before, but I'm going to start using attunement. So you can get this, but you can't use it immediately.
Okay. So
So anything that you currently have that's attuned is attuned.
yeah,
But anything you pick up from here on forth, you're going to have to attune if it says it requires
and
it.
that's like an hour or a day or something, right?
Yeah,
It's like a
short or
short
long
rest?
rest, I think. Let me make sure on magic items attunement. So if the prerequisite is a class, a creature must be a member of that class to attune to the item. If the prerequisite is spellcaster, blah blah blah. It requires the creature to spend a short rest focused on only that item while being in physical contact with it. So yes, you need to finish a short rest with this item to attune to it.
Okay. And it has an empty socket?
Yes, one of the magic beads have been removed. So it was originally a necklace of prayer beads of 6 spells, but since the sixth stone has been removed, it has become inert.
Okay.
So you have 5 spells at your disposal per use per dawn, because every time you use one, you can't use that spell again until the dawn of the next day.
Right.
And I gotta say, I randomly rolled for this necklace, and you got a good necklace out of it.
Yeah,
is a
it
good
is. It
necklace.
is. I've read about it as like it's the necklace that clerics get so that they can still cast their damage spells, but also still be able to heal.
You got lucky with getting 2 beads of cure wounds.
Yeah. I'm assuming you don't want this, Jeff.
I mean, I feel like it would be well suited for a cleric to have.
I agree, but Armin also agrees mainly because he loves treasure.
Well, all right. So roll 1d20. Sir Eastval gets the prayer beads.
There you go.
No, I'm just kidding. You keep them. I'm not gonna do that.
It's like, okay.
That's hunter loot. Hunter loot. All of it.
Let's see. Do we have it in the compendium?
Necklace of prayer beads is, but I customized this entry specifically.
I just wanted to know if I could drag and drop it into my inventory. Which
Actually, let me put it into your journal. It's in all players' journals, and it can be edited by you.
okay.
So you can pull this up at any time now, I believe. How does it appear on your list here?
Let me go over to there. Under fun stuff.
Fun stuff. I'll drop it out so you can see it. So
I mean, I can I like to know if there's a folder called fun stuff. That's fun.
fun stuff.
Fun stuff.
When that folder disappears and it becomes evil stuff, then I'll be upset. Okay.
So
Prayer beads.
I need to put that under handouts.
And
so
it has an empty socket. I'm curious about the gems that I've been picking up. And if I could carve them into a bead.
I mean, that's always a potential.
I have to think about that. Obviously,
Yeah.
not something we could do in the middle of a dungeon,
Oh, absolutely not. No.
but it's on my radar. What was the guy's name? Ditex? How do you spell his name?
Ditex.
Necromancer.
This is not once but twice that he has gotten away from you.
Escaped twice. Gonna get him next time.
Right? We need to find him and punish him for his crimes.
He hasn't done anything bad except attack us.
Except
so-
summon fucking demons from the abyss. But yeah. Other than that.
I mean, demons. If he was summoning undead, then I'd be more concerned.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, you have basically. So that was the big encounter for this map,
Hmm.
and it wasn't even really that big of an encounter.
I mean, we outnumber everything with all these sidekicks.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to adjust for that and everything. So
Which is good when Peyton is sent off to guard something.
right, it does help when two player characters just don't show up. But like I said, so you've done this. There is the wall to it abscesses from the staircase. It's like it's 5 foot back. There's also the path to the north, which you guys did not go down.
Where is the staircase?
The stairs right here. The stairs.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, these are all stairs. They kind of led up and up and up and up and around here.
Yeah.
So
is this room but there's not. We haven't discovered anything else in this room. We just know that
No.
the next logical path is into another map.
is to go up here to another map.
Yeah. It's
So-
also 11 o'clock. I don't know if y'all have.
It is a
tomorrow.
perfect place to stop for the night. I
was
think.
about to say I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
The only reason I was able to even play tonight is because I took 3 Tylenol, which I don't normally do unless I feel really bad, and I felt really bad when I
Oh
got
man. Mm.
So
Okay. Well,
I'll stop
enjoyed
the
this.
stream.
yeah. Go ahead and stop it.
Say bye bye, internet.
bye.